Ah. Just a second. Just a second. Okay. Wait. Is this working? Is everything working? I hate this shit so much. Okay. 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 I need to check on something real quick here. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Hi everybody, welcome back. I am just going to chill with the Genshin today, and if you see this, you definitely in your device perfectly. I butcher up all of my intro, don't I? I'm definitely not feeling good. definitely not feeling good, but who cares? I want to continue
Where
my
do you want to go
investigation.
next? If you'd like to
Uh,
see Liyue's tourist spots,
Jesus
I have
Christ.
a few
All right,
references.
let's just go straight in. Forget about all the intros and watch it. I did. I got extra squish, yo. I'm gonna mainly be lurking. All right, Frozen. Thank you for lurking. I really appreciate that, though. Yeah. It's probably not going to be that exciting since the only thing I do is it's just lots more investigation, but we'll see. So I'm supposed to like having the daytime. I think from like 8 to 10 or something. Maybe was it 8 to 10? I don't know. But let's see. Let's see.
Osmantha.
Okay. The thing is here. The thing is actually here. Let's just go in again and then like continue our investigations. I need this picture. It looks gorgeous. Look at that. It looks absolutely stunning. You gotta love the theater, like theater looking alike place, right? I've never, I have to say, I've only been there like once. And then those one time was like with schools and everything. So it was not that fun.
What do we do? The whole situation is so confusing.
I have some thought.
Good plan. Impossible things don't just happen. We'll get to the truth one way or another.
Oh, we forgot to put
Just
auto.
relax. Even if everyone else suspects Lenny and Lynette, at least we will be supporting them from the stands. Besides, I doubt Farina understands any more about what happened than we do.
Thanks, Navia. Well, we'll be going then.
Best of luck to you.
Well, what do we have
Finally,
here?
you're back. Well, how did your investigation go?
Oh,
To
do
be
we have to like
honest-
press this thing? Oh no, these things are evidence. Ah, okay.
You might be disappointed.
No. We're already very grateful that you were willing to help.
Well, now, don't you all look disappointed? Don't
Oh,
tell me
here
that your
comes the
investigation
Archon.
came up empty-handed. That was to be expected, of course. The guilty can never produce proof of their innocence. But don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly disappointed should you, my most anticipated foe, concede so easily.
Yeah. I couldn't care less of what she said, honestly.
Since both parties are present, I declare that the trial regarding the magic show incident is now in session. Firstly, in order for the audience to understand the causes and results of the incident, could we please have Mr. Linney explain the trick?
Yes, of course. I will explain while Lynette demonstrates on stage. All the necessary items have been prepared.
Will reveal the detail everyone in audience
Thank you,
is
Mr. Linney.
stunned.
In that case, I take your statement to be that you ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the trick began. and thus could not have committed the crime. Is this correct?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Farina, do you wish to refute his statement in any way?
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Linney is clearly lying. There is no way you could have been in the box the whole time if you were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell. In fact, I'd say you were hardly in that tunnel at all.
That is simply your hypothesis based on the presumption that I'm guilty.
Oh, is that so? And
They
if I may
use the
ask,
trick
what
from
did you
Tears of
hear while
Timis
you
in
were
Tear.
inside
I mean, that's
your
nice, but
box?
what a
The
what
roaring
a
countdown of the
actual
crowd,
game
of
reference.
course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for the finale.
And you didn't hear anything else at all? Nothing that might leave an impression of any kind?
No, nothing.
I see. But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud. One so loud that I believe practically everyone heard it.
Huh?
Hey, hang on. Something's not right here.
How could they not know about that sound? Yeah, that's the thing, right? How could he doesn't know about this sound?
Yeah, I'm sure he could have heard a noise that loud from inside the box.
I was right by the box and I definitely heard the thud.
Those scales. Could those mean...
They probably represent a threat. I need to say this word right. Okay. They probably represent the Otretress stands on the trial.
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to use the words of the magician himself. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. Indeed, it seems his alibi can also collapse in the blink of an eye.
Oh my god,
Of course,
Farina.
I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my foundations are rock solid. Tell me, aren't you and Lynette actually from the House of the Hearth?
The House of the Hearth?
The House of the Heart? Wait, hold on. They are Fatui? Wait, hold on a second. Are they really Fatui?
No wonder they did something like this.
The serial disappearances were the Fatui's doing. Now
Are
it all
they
makes sense.
really are the
I
Fatui?
got a feeling that what happened on stage probably wasn't just an accident.
No!
That's irrelevant. Our identities have nothing to do with what happened.
Wait, they are at rock bottom right now, currently.
Indeed. Then perhaps you could tell us everything that happened
Auntie,
during that
hello.
1 minute.
Konnichiwa! Thank you for the redeem. How are you doing, Auntie?
Your first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all. I'm sure there is little that needs to be kept secret now. Unless your script already has holes in it.
What's happening though?
The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted? Now comes the infighting.
How happy is
discord, I
she?
suppose. This was almost too easy.
I'm sleepy, but I can't sleep
Good
right
thing
now.
I made all those
Oh,
preparations. Seems the all-nighter I pulled last night is really paying
Well,
off.
there is something, right? Either you want to continue farming, or you can just enjoy here, watching the story. But I don't think this story will make you sleep because the story is actually getting good. But I hope you still enjoy it. The Genshin storytelling is actually not half bad in my terms. starting to get very, very interesting right now. Lynette or Fatui. Okay.
Order! Mr. Linney, allow me to re-establish the facts. Lady Farina has raised 2 points. First, when the thud was heard in the Opera House, you were neither in the box nor the tunnel. Second, you and Ms. Lynette are both members of the House of the Hearth. Are these claims true?
No doubt about magician ability to con others, given how Linnaeus has concealed his identity. This could all have been set up beforehand. Sen? I know these two are Fatui, but do something. I think these two are actually innocents. Okay, you gotta do a good job, boys, alright? Plus Chalice and Fontaine, along with the others' house operative. There must be some scheme at work here. I've been a victim of such a scheme before and now.
Please answer my question, Mr. Linney.
I'm sorry.
No, he looks so apologetic. Oh no.
Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
Ah, the judge.
I knew it.
It's really at the rock bottom right now. Oh no.
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to the sentencing already.
What should we do now?
Permission to speak, Your Honor. Yes, it's our turn. It's definitely our turn. Let's get Linnaeus and Lynette back to our place. I can't. I've been investigating this the last time, and now we need to argue with the Farina, with the Archon, cause god damn, she's really did my twins dirty. Like, I know they are Fatui and all, but I don't think they scheme anything bad. At least I hope not. I really do hope not.
Granted.
My client has put out some key information.
In that case, what is your request?
I request a brief adjournment. Adjournment? I request a brief adjournment. There are things that must be discussed.
Is that really necessary? They're already as good as guilty.
No, they're not. Don't presume anything.
The defendant deceived their own attorneys. What is there left to discuss?
Order! Order, I say!
Nice, Noya. Nice.
Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn. This trial will reconvene in 1 hour.
So you would stick to Mr. Linney's defense even after knowing what you do now? You certainly have more professionalism than I thought.
Well, at least I'm trying, I guess.
Case, my dear audience, let's allow the joy of victory to steep for a little while longer.
I hate her so much, man. I hate her so much. Like, it's not like because she's like super duper against anything. It's because she just blatantly accused first thing first. But then, well,
this is awkward. I didn't think the Hydro Archon would dig all that up. I'm sorry, Traveler and Paimon.
Yeah, sorry.
Paimon doesn't know where to start. We trusted you two.
True.
We based our entire reasoning on the assumption that you weren't bad guys. Not to set the wrong tone or anything, but Paimon's really mad.
I'm very sorry. I know you're angry, and reasonably so, but please, let me explain. I know you've clashed with the Fatui several times before. I wouldn't be surprised if just hearing the word is enough to make you upset. But our organization is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very different personalities and goals.
Right now, we want to save people. As many as we can.
That's right. I'm sure we're on the same page when it comes to this nation and the disaster that its people might face. I knew if it weren't for our respective identities, we could become good friends. That's why I didn't wish to flat out lie to you, but chose to hide some details instead. The truth is very important, but being completely transparent about everything would see us spending more effort than we need to.
But how can we know this isn't all just another lie?
Right. So, you be the judge. Heck, if I were you, I fear that I'd even struggle to trust me at this point. You met a Fatus who works as a magician, a trickster by trade. All by coincidence, too. But still, I'm asking you to trust me. I am no criminal. At least, not in this case.
Sorry.
So they are all criminals still, but it's just not this case. They're innocent at this case though. What? Where did you two actually go while the trick was being performed?
Right. Let's hear your answer first, and no lies now.
Of course. I'll answer any question you ask. We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately? During our investigations, we learned that the machine's core is beneath it. From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick with the objective of getting close to the core.
Is that why you needed a whole minute?
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would only need 15 to get to the opposite box. So, after jumping into the tunnel, I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent, and went to investigate the room in which the core is stored.
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute this step.
What, really? And what did you find?
Well, nothing. As soon as I reached that room and was about to investigate, I heard someone's voice. Which should have been impossible, of course. I was quite certain that I was the only one in the room. That voice seemed to recognize me and tried to speak to me. I chose to err on the side of caution and retreated the way I came. On the way back, I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground, but the countdown was almost finished, so there wasn't time to give it any thought.
What?
After that, the homicide occurred just as you saw.
So that's what happened. But the
explains why you
Fatui,
didn't
I
hear
still
the
can't
fun.
believe it. Yeah, it does explain it. But why did you want to understand the why do you want to understand how the Oratrice operated?
Because of that prophecy I told you about, of course. We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
That's the only way we can save everyone.
So, there you have it. The whole truth. I swear, I didn't hide anything from you this time. It was never my wish to proceed under this cloud of mistrust either.
Wes, Yahoo!
But
How are you
like
doing?
I said earlier, you can be the judge. If you want to leave
I
because you
am
don't trust the
so
Fatui,
hooked into
there's
this
nothing I can do to stop you.
detective stuff right now, and like the court and attorney stuff. It's just my cup of tea. I believe in the facts. I will defend you from these charges.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
The current problem is that the
Just
skills
because they are
judged pretty
twins, I'm
badly
giving them a
against you two.
chance.
If we
I'm
wanna
so
escape
biased,
the
man.
Archon's accusations, we're gonna need a seriously watertight defense.
Actually, we already have the key evidence we needed. I just had the weirdest nightmare while napping. Oi! I hope it's not too bad, because I do have multiple nightmares. Hello, detective. Hi, Abdullah. Also, hi, Chaos. How are you two doing? Yeah. So apparently, we already have like all the evidence and stuff. I don't even know if I'm awake yet. Oh, then go back to sleep, Chaos. You're not awake yet. Just sleep. It's gonna be a good dream once you sleep this time.
Huh?
The adjustment almost over. The adjournment, not adjustment. The adjournment almost over. Let's go back.
Oh, Paimon thinks she gets what you mean.
Statement. Okay. Linne claims that he headed to the chamber containing the Oratrice core upon entering the tunnel and did not witness the crime taking place, and thus did not hear the thud. Punch. So maybe it helps. Abdullah, you're not supposed to go violence. Y'all's like it. Oh yeah, Chaos, thanks for the flag. Okay, thank you for the flag. Yeah. I really want to do something special, but apparently, well, I guess if it's the end of the stream and you're still here, you will be able to raid, to pick up to someone that I can raid, maybe. Or if not, I can just raid my my friends. What? Whoever pick up the flag of this stream will be able to pick someone for me to raid at the end of the stream, if you're still there. That's the whole ordeal of having a flag. But I don't know, cause all of my soldiers usually just claim the flag and then just leave it. I don't even know if I'm still awake then. Yeah. Usually they just claim the flags and then they leave it. So I'll take that. The flag is not only meant to raid someone. You don't have to feel obligated to stay until the end and then raid and then lead me to raid someone. It's just there as a optional thing and additional thing for that flag. But still, yeah, whoever get that first, it's still nice. It's still nice for a whole stream. Okay, mysterious voice and stuff. All right. So we already got some of our testimonials from the actual victims. Victims, or how do you say? Or our clients. Okay. Is she still streaming? Let's raid Zandria. Are you why is she so big? Pick someone on my side or something. I mean sure. Yeah, that's really nerve-wracking. But I will.
Let us continue the trial.
Yeah, I know. It's a little nerve-wracking, but I will do that. If you're still here, of course, by the end of my stream. You has to be here, present. Okay, both parties have returned to their positions. Let us continue the trial. You're not wrong about the big part. Gee! I didn't mean it like that, Abdullah. But you got it. That is awesome. Alright, so,
When last we left off, Mr. Linne acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Furina as fact. Therefore, Lady Furina may continue stating her reconstruction of the events.
Well, great, now I have to be still awake. Hell yeah. Oh, sure. Let us enjoy the whole stream together then, shall we? Because I'm just only like 30 minutes starting, and I kind of really love this detective story in Genshin right now, so I'm probably hooked for another, probably 2 or 3 more hours. We'll definitely see about that. I need to see the whole end of this chapter, or else I won't be satisfied, because I did stream early today just for this. Just blame everything on me and explain it to her. Huh? Blame everything on you and explain it to her? Why would I blame you for? What it is that I need to blame you for? Does she have something that said non-friend or non-foe can't be rated? I don't know if she put that though, so we'll probably have to see it after still. But yeah, we'll see about that later.
Ugh, that took long enough. Now then, if everyone would lend me their attention. At this stage, let's revisit that scene from Linny's perspective.
Wait, so I can revisit from her from Linny's perspective? What? That's kind of good actually. Based on the opposition accounts of events, you can identify a loophole in their statement. Okay, use the evidence and clue to obtain during the investigations to refute any erroneous assertions of facts and replace them with a new inference. Inference? Okay. Talking about justice and justice and whatnot, right? I got a scam message. I kinda got a scam message today, but I didn't reply back though. Apparently it said from the government where I live, and it said there is a fines that I have to pay. There is a fines that I have to pay before something, and then like they gave me a link to like a very doesn't look very suspicious website, but the thing about that website is that you have like English translation version on that website, right? because my dumb brain did not understand French, I decide to press on that, and it doesn't work. Then they fixed those scam message and they leave me alone. and then it did not work. Yeah. So like, I thought it was like because it's not that uncommon when you see a website, when you see a French website that has like an English version that you can go to, but then it doesn't work just because it is French website. Yeah, it's not uncommon. Even like the most official one can also be broken, right? So I kind of got, but I still kind of got a little suspicious of like why is the translation is not working when the literally thing is right there. You can just like press the button and it's right there. Because normally on every other website you have like the options section where you have to like go through all the setting and like changing the language on the actual setting and stuff. Just as the rate, even mini streamer, moderator. Oh, that's cool. Okay, that's cool then. But yeah, anyway, and so I actually Googled the name that the scam message put on, like the name. They said like the name of the government thingy or something, and then the first thing I found is the actual official website. And the first thing, you know what the first thing they said on like on that like Google search, below that official website title, it said, "This is the only site that take fines through online." And then I double check the link, and it said the name of the government.com website, like .com and FR for French or something, right? and then I look back to see like the actual message that I received. It was only a slight change. I was so relieved that I did not write any information in there whatsoever. So I'm like, gotcha, fam. I don't do jack shit. I actually blocked the number and I notify everyone, especially my mom. No, I would not press it. But hey, if you like to visit my old website, I have it right here. ifish.com. There you go. That is my website before I switch my account. don't go there, guys. There's nothing. It's just my actual nothing website. Remember when my friend got called while I was with him, and the call was from the bank, and the caller was talk broken Arabic, saying your account suddenly expired. I love it. It's just it's just goofy as fuck. But like, yeah, it doesn't work. Of course it doesn't work. The website is nothing in there. It has nothing in there. I plan on actually make that an actual website, but I have to like buy the domains and some shit, so I don't want to do that. Because I really love the word iFish. It's essentially my old lore. And it's also dedicated to my old character, old avatar. Trolling scam call, yeah. Yeah, if you love trolling scam call, you can do you can either visit YouTuber like James Browning, Jim Browning, I think James or James, I forgot his name, but I think it's what's the thing called? Scam call channel, whatever. I forgot. What's the name? Or you can also watch Scam Baiter. And you also and you can also watch him. He do a lot of, I don't remember his name, but he's do a lot of grandmas and grandpa voice acting, and it takes him hours just to troll with the scammers and stuff, and I love seeing those. It's just hilarious. But yeah, it's kind of one way entertainment. It's yeah, I really enjoy it. I'm so sorry, I'm so bad with names though, but like I think once you search on YouTube, you can definitely see it. There we go. All right, so here we got scam literally everywhere. Calls, email, WhatsApp. People love scams this for some reason. Yeah. Honestly, I'm a little bit more scared in here, around here, because not only you don't hear like a broken French Arabic accents and whatnot. These people in France actually do scam. Like, they're native actually do scams. Or maybe because or maybe just because I don't know. I will tell you like the whole scam thing with my mom's experience stuff. I will tell you the whole things later in the futures. But yeah, it's really scary if you can actually get scammed. If you got scammed in French, like they literally do nothing for you, nothing. Like you can't do anything. They won't track anything for you. They said it's your fault. I mean, fair. It's our fault that we actually enable that, but still they have particularly no warning and like maybe try not to have like whatsoever. Well, talking about it kind of pissed me off a bit, but yeah. Anyway. Yeah, if you want more detail, I can just do like a just chatting stream one other day and then just keep talking about it. It's just so hilarious at times, but at the same time, it's like once you got scammed once, it's not funny anymore. But yeah, whatever. Yeah, so I that's all I want to say is like just be careful, guys. I don't know what else I can say because like it's just so bad, but at the same time it's so hilarious. Whatever. Let's continue our game. We'll talk about this some other time. I got called a stupid bitch because the scam caller. God. Alright. When you find or refuse all the incorrect content, you can complete the cycle of refutation and unveil the truth. Okay.
As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel.
Really? Yes, he did. No.
When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused the loud thud.
Okay.
He did not realize that this sound could be heard by everyone in the opera house, which is why he claimed earlier that he could not hear the sound.
I have objections. This is the objections. I need objection. Can I object anywhere? Press
Finally,
objection.
He used the vase to knock
No?
her out before making her change clothes to prevent others from recognizing her.
Really? Use the vase to like knock her out? That if you use a vase, it can literally kill her. What do you mean?
At this time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel, having heard that strange noise, and caught Linny red-handed.
What?
So Linny proceeded to knock him out too before stuffing him into that box.
Okay.
Afterward, Linny passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic box in the audience stands, before operating the devices such that Cowell's death would be ruled an accident.
I mean...
And there you have it. That's the truth behind what happened.
That's how you see it?
Does the defendant's side have any objections to Lady Farina's description of the events?
Yes, I do. How can I do that?
The key to refuting Lady Farina is the order of events, what Linny experienced, and what he saw.
Now, okay. Identify a loophole. I can identify a loophole. So, wait. Let me see back. Linnet inside the tunnel as the countdown began. No. Linnet said he was still on... No. Wait, he immediately go down, right? Let me actually check. During the speech performer was ordered thoughts. Audience heard. Close belonging. Claims to have heard a mysterious voice. This is not there yet. No one left the opera house during magic show after the incident happened. Only those who dare identify clear. But never mind, I don't need those. Claim that he had to the chamber contains the up upon the entering tunnel. Ah, okay. And did not witness the crime taking place, and thus did not hear the thud. Okay. This one does not have it because he actually did enter the tunnel as soon as the countdowns began. So this one has nothing. But this one, okay. The loud sound was Linné and Halsey fighting. This is definitely a loophole because this is what happened, I think. So
according to Linny,
yes,
he left via the vent after entering the tunnel. He couldn't have had that altercation with Halsey.
Okay, we refute one of it. That's awesome. Right, Linné lost Halsey using the wax and remove her clothes to prevent her from being identified. However, Linné was really at the tunnel at that time. That's the loophole because he said he was at the chamber. Claimed to have heard a mysterious voice at the chamber house, with the opera house underground structure. I think this one is it.
Linny went to the room that contains the Oratrice's core. This is the actual truth.
All right. We're successfully done the second one and the third one. Well, Linné, so knock him out with the wax leading, wake some death. Existing evidence indicate that Linné's turns to a tunnel. Crimes that already had taken place. All Linné saw was indicate that Linné's return to the tunnel and the crimes already been taken place, and all Linné saw was no one over at the house magic show. No. This one. The clothes belong to Halsey. And the lady who went missing, they were found in the tunnel. The reason for remaining unknown. Linne must have been very confused when he saw this one.
Lenny did not take part in the underground altercation.
He
He
only
only witnessed traces of the aftermath.
Okay, so
Attention! Ace Detective Paimon has something to say!
oh my god.
When the countdown started, Linny did indeed go into the tunnel. But he immediately used a vent to access the Opera House basement, which is where the underground core of the Oratrice is stored. Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have been an
Empty room.
Since he felt something was amiss, he returned immediately. The crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel again, and in order to complete the magic trick, he did not remain there for any length of time. Finally, he reached the surface, and that was when the accident happened from his point of view. Therefore,
He's innocent! Right. Good job, Paimon. You tell him. Successfully refutations. Awesome. I did that on first try. My brain is wrecking good. My brain is wrecking good this time. This is amazing.
Paimon did it! Paimon actually managed to say all that! Wasn't it awesome?
Yeah, it
In other
was
words,
nice.
You believe that he knew nothing of the incident?
That's right!
Moreover, I believe my opposition reasoning is flawed.
My reasoning?
However, you said that Quarren bumped into Linne by chance. The onstage equipment was clearly tampered with a premeditated fashion.
If that's the case, then if Carol hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup meant to kill? Assuming that what you say is true, Linny only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause a new disappearance case. What would the point of killing someone on stage be?
Oh, they have a point.
Hey, we're refuting once right.
Tell 'em.
And that's why they're partners of mine. Managed to turn things around.
She is so beautiful.
Well, your denial is very strident. I'll give you that. But what proof do you have to back your claims?
How you refuse Linne alibis initially?
Of course I do. If he had been in the magic box the whole time, how could he have not heard that sound? Why do you ask? You're saying that he wasn't?
Okay. Your claim has also become a critical clue, actually. Wait, your claim has now become my weapons. Wow. Wait. Let's okay, guys. Do you want Sense to be more of a how do you say? A more a calm, a tame attorney, or do you want him to be like more of aggressive? Because these are pretty aggressive here. These are like kind of like like a tame way of saying. But you know what? I want him aggressive, so let's just go with it. All right. So what do I have to say actually? What do I have to say actually? All right. Let's read this. Was it a missing person? No. During the switch performance, there was an audible thud that many audience members heard. No one left the Opera House during a magic show, and after the incident happens, only those who had identity. Which one should I select? I think this one. There we go.
That's right! Linny wasn't in the box or in the tunnel. That's why he didn't hear anything strange during the performance. This means that when the crime via the vent.
Via the vent.
Used to disprove his alibi has now
Jeez,
become the
that's a
best
big head Paimon.
Ah, how do you like that?
Well played. To think you'd use such logic. Well then, if it wasn't Linny who committed the crime,
Therefore, he is
then
sus.
who was it?
he is okay. He is committing a crime, but it's not the thing we're arguing right now is not the crime that he committed. So I guess he's kind of still a sus victim, who is innocent in this case but not in the other case. This is actually pretty nice. Oh man, I can't stop reading this shit. Okay, so the murderer was I don't know who the murderer is yet. I just found some clue. I honestly don't know who the murderer is yet. So, well then, if it wasn't Linné who committed the crimes, then who was it? The murderer was. Alright, select the gear icon in the interface to check the corresponding case question. Okay, click the answer field all the empty gears to verify the correctness of your deductions, and if you have not made a mistake, you must make another selection from the remaining options. Okay, so when you have to answer all questions correctly, you can complete this logic chain. I hate this one though. My brain is not good enough for this. Alright, let's read. Okay, the Goddess investigation report indicated that the firework released near the end of the show ignited and burned through the rope suspended the water tank above the stage. This caused the water tanks to fall and killed Quells in the box below. Okay. Danganronpa? I never actually watched or what is Danganronpa even an anime show? I don't even remember anymore, but like yeah, I've heard the title multiple times. I don't think I have watched any. Maybe I'll actually go watch it. This is also similar to both games and anime. Oh, I see. Okay. If Lena is no longer under suspicion, only the other members of the troupe would have been able to tamper with the prop. Okay. Initially games though. Oh, I see. So it's like a detective games and stuff. Ah, I see. Okay, so we got one clue. Linné's give details. No, this is not one clue. This is just okay, Linné gives detail to accounts of how the trick was supposed to work by using the box inside a box. And the idea was for the box containing the audience members to be transported across via the tunnel underneath. And Linné himself would also use this tunnel to get to the other side. Okay. Thank you for the like, Melly. And also, I hope you have a great time hearing me screaming to some detective story. Having changed her outfit, Lynette and her assistant would take charge on stage interactions. Would take charge on stage interaction? Lynette? I think. Wait, hold on. So Lynette is the one who changed into Linné and then go into the other box, right? Or in charge of the stage interactions instead? Which stage interaction? Like the actual top? Oh yeah. It's when before he is going down. Linné has changed her outfit. Lynette and her assistant would take charge on the stage interaction. I mean, this last part is very confusing still for me. Like when is Lynette take place? Because the moment Linné dropped down, I think Lynette is the one to be on theirs next. Ah, okay. Okay, that's fair. The clothes belong to Halsey, and the lady who went missing were found in a tunnel, and the reason for this remain unknown. Okay. Who is the only person who could possibly have committed the crime? I think it's her. Wait, let me
Halsey is
actually
the
see.
missing person and an ordinary audience member. Or did she have her own scheme all along?
Yeah, right. Like she is probably the only person who would do such a thing. I think. Either her or Cowell, unless Cowell wants to suicide, I guess.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
Good morning, my brain is still blurry. It's alright, Melody. Have a cup of coffee, or not 3 cups, by the way. Just 1 cup is enough, alright? And maybe sit around and hype with us with the $1 million question in here. Oh man.
Could there have been a third person involved? Is that
really
really a possibility?
I don't know if I wanna be. I don't know if I wanna say there's a third person involved, because like, okay, so Cowell is around the whole time. This makes me wanna go rewatch the whole scenes. Honestly, like this makes me wanna go rewatch the whole scenes of the cutscene that we the scene before committing the crimes and shit. Because I remember Cowell stand next to the box the whole time, and then when the time is almost over, we don't even see Cowell anymore. So that can be problematic, right? So if there is actually a third person, then the theory of Funari, is that her name? Funari? Yeah. The theory of Funari might actually involve with this third person. Like, they captured her, they bonked him, and then put him at the box and then kill him on sight, right? For her, she can just like she tamper her own seats, like just a theory talking, alright? For like her in like theory, she tamper her own seats. She tamper her own seats, and then like she has that actually doesn't make any sense. She tamper her own seats. Tamper her own seats. She has connection to someone to tamper the rope materials. Like for example, a connection with him or something. I'm not too sure, but like the rope's temper is still unexplained. But the third person could have involved more. It's just not her. And for him, maybe he's just plan his own. No, it shouldn't be possible if he's actually planned his own suicide. That has never been a possible thing, right? Cause why would he kidnap her if why would he kidnap her if he planned to like unalive himself, right? That's the whole other plot. So it's either one of these two, but for her it really does not make sense. So I'm going for the third person, and using Furina theory. I'm going to use Furina theory for it. It's incorrect. What? Can't blame him if that girl is God. I mean, that's true, right? That's true. So the theory does not work. Alright, let's try again. Let's go and get a firework near the end of the show. Ignite and burn through the rope. Linnea is no longer under suspicions. Only the other member of the troop would have been able to tamper the rope. Okay, then, okay, select any question to check information you're missing. Any question. Wait, so it's him all along?
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
I mean, he would be able to tamper with the equipment. But how? Oh, maybe he has a quarrel with the third... I wouldn't... A quarrel with the third person to tamper it. Let's go with him then, I guess. Yeah, because she is... I honestly don't know. But if you're only talking about the tampered equipment, only he can do it. I wanna read. I wanna see what you're thinking. Come on, give me the answer.
Huh? That can't be right. Are you serious? The killer was, in fact, Cowell, the deceased!
Huh?
Oh, is that so? How interesting! Let's hear your reasoning then.
What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowell did, and how he went from would-be perpetrator to victim.
Okay, so okay. Was he trying to cosplay Halsey? Was he trying to cosplay Halsey and then go up there? But then he would have killed himself if he actually because he is the one who also tampered it. I don't freaking know really. Who can emphasize Linnea as having been unable to interfere with the crime? How can we? Okay.
No one entered or left the Opera House through its entrances. So where would the criminal have wanted to take Halsey?
Okay.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel, so there must have been some fear that she would attract attention.
Okay.
The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal.
Yep. I would say the same.
Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time. It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped into Linny as well.
Okay, he tampered, I guess.
The deceased's name is Cowell.
That's one. And then
Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel, so there must have been some fear that the sound we
I
heard
think this
may have
one.
come from...
And then
It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped into Linny as well. Linny was not in the tunnel at that...
Okay.
No one entered or left the Opera House through its entrances. So where would the criminal have wanted to take Halsey?
Because through this vent, I think through the vents there is an exit. There is an exit. Maybe this one? Oh, 3 wrong? What? 3 wrong? What? Ah! Okay. This
Halsey's
one.
clothing was in the tunnel, so there must have been some fear that she would attract attention.
Wait. During speech performance, there was a thought that maybe a member heard. Okay. Dolly! Hi, Dolly! How are you doing? And thank you so much for the raid, Holy. Alright. Dolly raids, yay! Thank you for the raid! How are you doing, Dolly? Wait, hold on. Let me actually give you a shout out. I don't know how to do this anymore. There we go. Perfect. But yeah, how was your stream? Wait, what did you stream? House Flipper. I never heard of that game. It's been a while. It's been ages. Yeah. But yeah, Genshin is still a while. Also, I need to introduce myself properly, don't I? Hi, my name is Lily, aka Lilichi. I am an ex-warrior, essentially become the most degenerate artist currently. Nice to meet you all. I do play a lot of games though. For example, like Genshin, as you can see right now, I'm very hooked to the story. Arknights, which I really love the game mechanics and I hate the story. Torab Online and Honkai Star Rails, and I also do play other variety of games, like for example maybe some Phasmophobia, some Unrivaled 2, some of other games that I can think of. A lot of Ultimate game actually too. But yeah. Thanks, and hey, hi. Wait. Hold on. What was it? It's a Renovate House chill game. Oh, a Renovate House chill game. Yeah. You can actually pretty much chill with the Just call me Rin. All right, I'll call you Rin. But yeah, how is everybody's doing? I thought, wait, the house cleaning stuff can be very, very chill, and you can actually how do you say this, very engaged with your community, with the conversation and stuff. I'm a bit tired, and you I am really, as I told you before, I am really hooked to this detective stuff right now, and it's really interesting. It's really getting interesting, so stay with me, guys. But all right, wait, no, not only that, but again, for all the raiders and solely, if you do need if you guys do need rest, I do understand, so please feel free to do so if you want to. But if you still have the energy a bit or so, please grab some snacks or maybe tuck yourself in, and we're getting ready for this investigation. I will solve this problem with y'all today. It's time to big brain, guys. We got a big brain this thing. Alright, so the only clue we have is like blood so far. I think this one also work maybe. And then maybe it's because it's out of order.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
Maybe this is out of the order, right?
No one entered or left the... It would have
Okay.
been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped into Linny as well.
Why this one is not working? That's the... It's still wrong! I only got one right! No! I'm so bad. Okay, the first one. Either the first
Linny
one.
was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time.
Yeah, I would love this. Alright, and then the second one.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped into Linny as well.
Wait, do we really have to put in order? Okay, let's see. Yeah, we really have to put this in order. Ah.
It would have been tough for...
So the third one is definitely
the
him.
deceased's name.
I got two wrong, really? Oh man, okay. What? Seriously? Okay, I'll just do that then. I'll just do that then.
The deceased's name is Cowell.
The criminal must have understood the method behind his linear magic trick and must have been in a position to easily modify equipment. Time to sleep yet, so I'll grab some of my popcorn. Alright, Greens. Go ahead, grab some popcorn or any other snacks you have. We'll discover this mystery. Easily modify the equipment. Leaving aside from how he died, Cowell had all the means to commit the crimes at his disposal. A strange noise could likely have been the sounds of Cowell's and Halsey struggling. Linne was not in the tunnels for 1 minute. This would have given time for Cowell to bring Halsey out of the magic box in the audience stands. But according to the goddess testimonials, no one in Tyrol left the opera house. Imagine the deceased was an animal. What do you mean with an animal? So even if he had taken her, there is no means of exiting. Yeah, okay. Exiting from the box would have been a full view of the audience and pretty much guaranteed that they would have been discovered.
What's wrong, Traveler? Are you still having trouble figuring things out?
Where in the world did Halsey go? Yeah, that's my questions.
I see how it is. So this was all just a bluff. And here I thought you had something to show for it. But it seems you're still far from the truth.
Oh, come on. But at least we're close, we're close to the truth now, right? Because we have no idea where Halsey goes currently, so it's definitely a third person. There's definitely a third person, that's for sure. Either they capture Halsey or just Halsey hiding somewhere or dressing to some other people. Dressing as a worker for Linnaeus and Lynette's. Who's still hiding around here because no one has left this opera yet, I guess.
Look, since we're at a dead end, why not consider a different track? Just like the trick as it transpired, the end result must have been utterly different from the magician's initial design.
If only we knew how Halsey disappeared.
Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has 3 exits, and none of them seem very likely.
Okay, the tunnel has 3 exits?
It's a magic trick where you can just make a real live person disappear. Like you did from that water tank, Lynette.
Oh! Escaping from the water tank. Wait, that could be it! Could have been the water. Could it have been the water?
Excuse my interruption, dear opponents, but do you not see that the crowd is growing impatient? There is no greater sin in this opera house than an awkward delay in the performance.
Oh, come on, Furina, I appreciate your words, but can you shut the fuck up a bit? I'm trying to figure something out here. Oh, she's speech so that people judge him unfairly? Come on now.
We will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second, please.
Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time.
Okay.
The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal.
Okay.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with
Thank you for the hydration, Auntie. Let me drink. Yeah. The ware's broken! The ware's broken! Oh, it's definitely it!
The vase was not broken by chance. It was used to cover important evidence. The water.
Awesome. Okay. Nice. We did it.
Paimon gets it! It all comes together if Halsey disappeared instead of being kidnapped. Lynette escaped from the water tank, vanishing gradually and leaving only clothes behind. If there's a similar method where a person could be transformed into water...
Just a moment, please. I do hope you know how preposterous you sound at the moment.
No one's have talked about water trick that Linnaeus and Lynette did yet. And it was truly magic, I think. Or it's just truly a trick. In the eyes, maybe.
How could a person ever be
Exactly.
transformed into water? This is reality we're talking about here, not some magic trick.
That's very nice. How could a person ever transform into water? This really we're talking about here, not some magic trick. I request we examine Quell's personal effects.
Must we really? I should think that of anyone. Your friend Linny already knows this truth very well.
Oh, come on. Just let me do it.
Are ultimately just illusions and misdirection. But Halsey's disappearance is very real. We're talking about two completely different things.
Are we really?
Even so, I trust the traveler's judgment.
Wait, are we really doing things wrong?
The truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of reasoning may open if we try to gather all the focal points that don't make sense. Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him.
True. That's honestly true, Linnae. Well said.
But given that we aren't making much progress with the case, it wouldn't hurt to have a look at his belongings, would it?
Excuse me.
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when at the end of their rope. The way I see it, your suggestion that we broaden the scope of our investigation is nothing but a tactic for stalling the trial.
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed
look at
appear
how
to
he
be at
sits.
an impasse,
Oi,
I believe that additional evidence may help us make more
you look
progress.
so good, my man.
Guards, please step into the lounge and examine the personal effects of the deceased Cowell.
We are still examining the items, but we have already made critical progress that we feel must be shared with everyone post-haste. We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage, each labeled separately. The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are water from the Primordial Sea.
Water from Primordial Sea?
The note's contents also indicate that Cowell belonged to an organization that sells illegal drugs and that he had an accomplice. The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids, in which the keyword dissolve appears many times. One of these tubes was labeled Opera Epiclese, along with yesterday's date. It is empty. The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine. It's likely that Halsey was chosen as some sort of test
subject?
As such, we believe that the defense's hypothesis is, in fact, supported by sufficient evidence.
What?
You've got to be kidding! People dissolving into water?
Could something so ridiculous actually be true?
Wait a moment. This reminds me
Well,
of
it is
some prophecy.
true. Linnaeus and Lina have been trying to tell
coincidence,
y'all
isn't
to
it?
stay safe out there. Jesus Christ.
If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? And if Cowell was targeting that girl... Wait just a minute. Could that mean... You two, with me, quick!
Demoiselle, wait! What about your partners?
Just trying to go
Let's
somewhere?
go. Just trust me.
Okay, all right. We'll trust
Order.
Navia. We trust Navia, right?
It is undeniable that further examination of the deceased's personal effects has yielded some surprising
How is he
results.
doing this?
But
He
we
looks
cannot yet
gorgeous.
verify the veracity of these clues. Still, let us assume that these clues are indeed authentic, albeit with the understanding that Ms. Halsey has yet to be found. Guards, please continue examining the items along these lines. Mr. Linney, it appears your hypothesis is supported by the evidence, so please continue
Continue speaking.
Of
Noise.
course. Thank you, Your Honor. If we uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many of this case's seemingly unrelated clues can be connected together.
Right! Like the metal hook! That one didn't make sense at all. Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that water from the primordial sea.
Okay, the liquid of the guard found in Quell's luggage seems to have the ability to dissolve spontanean into water. I mean, true? That could have been, And what is these hooks from, though? It just doesn't make sense. Who is the prime suspect currently? He's still the prime suspect, right? No more third persons. I don't know. I don't really know
Lynette was in
anymore.
the magic box on stage the entire time. Did she have something to do with this?
I don't think so.
I remember there was something else within the inner layer of that box.
The audience side of the Macbox structure.
Now it seems like the hook rope was not meant for another magic trick, but was instead some form of triggering mechanism.
Okay.
The water from the primordial sea should already have been prepped before Halsey entered the magic box.
Should already have been prepped before Halsey entered the magic box. Oh, really? Yeah.
The rope that held the water tank up was lit by the fireworks and snapped. As such, the focus here is on the water and not the tank.
Oh, wait. It's on the water and not the tank? Wait, it's on the water and not the tank? What? Why?
The deceased's name is Cowell. Linney's now it seems like the hook rope was...
Imagine
Lynette
talking.
was
I
in the
know,
magic
right?
box on stage the entire time. Did
Well,
she have
apparently
something
he
to do
only
with this?
talks when it comes to like thinking by himself like this. It's some stupid stuff that they can just do Hoyoverse, but whatever. I'm just gonna try something here because I honestly have no idea anymore now when it comes to like adding more magic of disappearance into this. I can't. My brain is not working. Okay, well, let me actually see. Alright, so,
Lynette was in the magic box on stage the entire time. Did she have something to do with this?
I honestly don't wanna. You know what? Let's try it. Like I don't wanna judge anything, but like
I remember. There was
I don't know
something
much
else
about
within the
Lynette
inner layer
actually.
of that box.
Yeah, let's just go with these three, and I
Now it
like the
seems
last
like the
one.
hook rope was not meant for an.
All wrong.
The rope that held the water.
Oh man.
The water from the primordial. Now it seems like the hook rope was not meant for another magic trick. I remember there was something else within the
We got one right. Oh man. All right, so it has something to do with him. That's for sure, right? And then he tampered the rope. And then this one has the water. Oh, I'm so close. God damn! Okay, I'm so freaking
Now
close.
it seems like the hook rope was not meant for another.
There we go. God damn, how did I do that? Yay.
Ahem. It's Ace Detective Paimon's time to shine again!
Oh,
In the
God.
original plan, Cowl would tamper with the water tank rope and the number selector securing his target. When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box. When the balloon attached to the box popped, the water from the primordial seed inside it would pour down and dissolve Halsey. Afterward, Cowl would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel, with the remaining evidence being covered up by the water tank on stage. But he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel, and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
Huh. That does make sense.
Ugly
Actually
Paimon.
brings together a lot of the more confusing pieces of evidence.
Oh, it's now back to fair justice.
What do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now. Have I falsely accused an innocent person? What a humiliation.
Now, it seems like the only point of contention remaining is the exact circumstances that led to Cal's death. His notes mentioned he had an accomplice who could be related to the situation.
Did
On
his
that
notes
note,
at that?
The guards have just contacted me indicating that they uncovered new evidence. I shall now invite him on stage to share it with us.
Hey?
Thank you, Your Honor. We were just inspecting the luggage of the other people involved in this case. And we found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea among Linny's personal effects.
What?
That can't be.
Oh, I see. Well, how wonderfully comedic to have your own counterattack only to come back and wound you. Does this not clear all doubt? My dear
What? How do you has it?
my loyal audience, allow me to present my reasoning and bring this performance to a swift close.
No, not again.
Linny did not need to take
again.
part in the dissolution of the young
Someone
woman at
wasn't
all.
planted there.
Indeed, he
Yeah,
did
someone
leave
is
the scene
definitely
via
planted
the vent.
it. Because I know for sure Lena is someone's a little tiny innocence in this crime. At least that's what I say.
Having made modifications to the props beforehand, his accomplice Cowl then caused Halsey to vanish using the water from the primordial sea.
Okay.
But upon his return, in cruel avarice, Linny desired sole credit and prepared to do away with his partner in
I'm
crime.
not sure. Partner in crime? Wait, so these two are duo? Nah. Furina, I thought freaking yeah, Furina, you're bluff.
Ultimately, he knocked Cowl out, and the tool meant to cover the crime up also became a murder weapon.
Oh really?
Now, as much as I regret having come to such a viciously straightforward conclusion, it does seem that the famed Fatui is quite the cold-blooded and ruthless organization.
Oh, so she blamed on the name of a twist, really? Well, that's quite interesting. That's quite an interesting take. I have to change it all.
Mr. Linny.
I have to change it all, seriously.
We've
God
used
damn.
up all the evidence we collected. There's
There is
no
no
way
way
for us to make a rebuttal here.
Oh, wait, really? No, son! Let's collect more evidence, can we? No, we can't. We're in a trial right now, Saj.
Is this the end of the road?
I don't think so. Come on, give us something good. No! What the?
No. Paimon can't think of anything either. It doesn't look like there's any way around this.
True.
Seems using the water as new evidence was too good a move. Oh, why did this have to happen now?
Come on, think! Think! All of us think!
I think we've all seen
Iggy!
enough now.
Yahoo! How are
And
you
we
doing?
have ample witnesses
Wait, hold
to
on,
my
hold on.
flawless reasoning. I believe this is
forgot.
indeed the finale.
I am so hooked in this game right now.
Now then, my good, noble Chief Justice, should we not, in your view,
No.
Excuse me, everyone, but I must interject.
Miss, I must
Addicting
ask
is
you
real.
not
Yes,
to
addiction
shout
is real.
and to
This is too
respect
good.
The ongoing legal proceedings.
Wait, no, wait, hold on.
Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. Now, would anyone here like to take a little break from all this debate and see a little magic? I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman
You know what?
who has
I'm just gonna
disappeared
stand here so you guys can just read it too.
right
Look at that.
before your very eyes. Please, do the honors, Mr. Linny, if you would be so kind.
What in the world is she saying?
No offense, miss, but miracles like that are beyond my scope as a magician.
Really? Wait, what is she
Come on
trying
now,
to
don't
do?
be silly. Magic is all about misdirection, isn't it? It often conceals the truth while presenting a fascinating illusion. But once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them once again? And wouldn't such a trick be the most marvelous finale to today's performance? Come on, Linny and Lynette. Give it another go. Don't worry. Spina di Rasula has made the necessary arrangements on your behalf. But as the magic makers and stars of the show, I think I should leave the final performance to you.
I understand.
Oh, so they doing performance for the second time?
And voila.
Sorry for the interruption.
She's here? Wait, what's she here?
Isn't that Halsey? So the whole thing about people dissolving wasn't true after all?
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence.
Oh,
I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial. I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me, and then before I knew it, she caught me.
That'll teach you to underestimate us three.
Where should I begin? I'm sorry. I'm the one who
I
killed
knew
Cowell.
it! Oh, I knew
admit
it! She even tapped her own seat stick? Dang it! God dang
Firstly,
it.
my
So my
name isn't
theory is
Halsey.
kind of right a little bit,
Lillian,
but I don't freaking
originally
know,
from
man.
Mondstadt. I heard that Linny's show was gonna be a real thriller, but I missed the chance to buy a ticket, so I stole one. That's how I make a living. I steal stuff here and there. And I'd never been caught before. But I was noticed at the harbor a few days ago, and I barely got away.
Wait, is
Linny
this
was the one who caught
the
me
Ace
in the
Attorney
act.
games looks pretty weird.
No wonder you look familiar.
Ace Attorney games? I never actually played that one though.
Mentioned that you were pretty skilled.
Well, and I thought that would have been the end of it, but then the number selector chose me. He even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. That's a prison, isn't it? So you can imagine how shocked I was. I thought he was onto me for sure. So I played along with the
Objection!
show while looking for an opening to flee. But then I got water poured on me for no reason, and then someone jumped into the tunnel to nab me. I wasn't going to take that lying down, so I knocked him out and stuffed him into the box. There was nowhere to run from there, though, so I had to change my clothes and hide in a box containing performance costumes. I slipped out after the first guard arrived at the scene and continued hiding inside the opera house.
Can a person even hide in there?
Well, if they are practice hand at concealment, probably yes. A professional thief would make that work. I guess that's true.
But I swear I didn't know that the water tank would fall down. Really, I swear it. Had I known that, I wouldn't have put him in the magic box. I may be a thief, but I'm no killer.
Well, That makes everything pretty clear now, doesn't it?
Yeah, now it's time to refute the Hydro Archon's Archon previous reasoning.
This time, we need to tell the entire story from Lillian's perspective.
Lillian's perspective. No, wait, it's not Miss Halsey. Oh, wait, Miss Halsey is Lillian. Yeah, Miss Halsey is actually Lillian. Yeah, because she's the one who has that seed, and she's the one who's been picking. God damn, I haven't been listening. Alright, so, loopholes. Let's see. Clothes belong to Halsey. Ropes has fallen to the ground. A metal hook has been tied to one of the end of the rope and pops the balloon. The device is useful in a magic perform. Choose the lucky number in the audience, however. The guard has found generate the exact same number. What does it say again? Didn't enter the tunnel at the beginning. Afterward, he used the ventilation shaft and left the tunnel, and did not participate in the dissolving of the young woman. Did not participating on a young woman. That's true. Sorry, I have to leave so soon. I need to sleep. Alright, Iki, thank you so much for even dropping by. I really appreciate that, though. Yeah, it really means a lot. Thank you. Alright, so we'll kind of change some story here, right? So on Lynn, whatever her name's perspective, right? Let's call her Halsey still. Let's call her Halsey because we always known as Halsey anyway. Kowal planned to use preparation apparatus for magic trick to dissolve Halsey inside a magic box, as Halsey has appeared completely unharmed before all of our eyes. Farina conjecture is no longer hold water, and how would Halsey have reacted when the water from the primordial sea suddenly began to tackle in? That is the loophole, right? Because the vase broke. Many pieces of broken flower vase in one side tunnel. All the water within has been spilled. Judging from the distance, it seems unlikely that it was knocked over by trolling of transport magic. During the speech performance, there was no stops. Many audience heard it. That's not it. A device that's used in magic performance with a lucky number has clearly been tampered. So, we clearly have to change the whole scenario here. Alright? This one...
Seems this won't produce a particularly effective rebuttal.
Ah, okay. So, we have to, like, switch the story with all the story and still inside, I guess. Not the whole completely. So... I think it's this one.
Seems this.
Yeah, it's definitely not it because let's see, what's it said here? We'll see how react. Then this was okay. Wait, no, really? Or maybe it's still with the hook or the thumb. I don't know. It's either one of these, and maybe. Close lady over missing, found in her tunnel. The reason for this remain unknown. No, it's not remain unknowns anymore because the clothes is already. She's already said. People notice her. So I really can't. Damn.
The strange sound wasn't from a fight. It was Lillian's attempt to break out when she was frightened.
Okay, so she was freaked out once. Okay, that's fair. And Lina wants to credit the glory and wants to get rid of his partner. Did break out in the tunnel. Won all the credits and glories. So we did hear the thump. We did hear the west. So it's not.
The flower vase was not broken to cover anything up. but was smashed during the struggle between Lillian and Cowell.
Yep, that's fair. Okay. Knock Wells out, then using the methods how to summon the girls. That's definitely not it. Then what did Halsey's do? She knocked her out. She knocked him out with I just heard she knocked him out, but like fallen to the ground, some magic box. What did she knock him out with? Headpad. Thank you for the headpad. Oh yeah, the headpad doesn't work. Oh, I did not put headpads in. Alright. I totally forgot about that. God damn, wait, oh, hold on. Let me actually change that. Can I change it? Just 1 second. I took it out the last time. Totally forgot to put it back in. Channel point. Let's see if I can change it on the midway. Yeah, headpad, sand love, and lots of loves. It's there. Short hair, long hair. Switch. Anima 5 me. Yeah, it's all there. This one's there, this one's here, everything is all here. Yep, everything is all there, should be. I do apologize on that, totally forgot on my part here. But yes, should be now. Yep, it should be now all here. Alright, so, what next? What next do we have? Let's see. Yeah, I think he knocks out.
Lillian was afraid that she would be recognized if she left, so she changed clothes and hid, biding her time. Just what one might expect of an experienced thief.
Okay, we got the other three down. It's Detective Fireman time. Alright.
Having been selected out of the blue, Lillian panicked. Her panic only intensified after she entered the tunnel and had water poured on her head. So she kicked the door open, producing the thud we all heard. Hearing the commotion, Cowell leapt into the tunnel, only to discover that Lillian had not dissolved.
Okay.
He did not know that Lillian was not from Fontaine, but was a thief who made her way in by stealing a ticket. Mistakenly believing that the water from the primordial sea needed time to take effect, he tried to force Lillian back into the box.
Okay.
The two broke the flower vase during the struggle, but Lillian came out on top, knocking Cowell out and putting him in the box. With no way of escaping, she changed her clothes and hid in the costume trunk until the performance ended.
Okay, I see. So that fits perfectly. I didn't do that in one try, which is a little bit sad. But
She knew that
I did not ace that.
guard inspection if she tried to leave afterward. So, she has been trapped in the opera house these last 2 days.
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons. So, she swiped 2 of them right under our noses. Talk about a sneaky thief.
At this point, all the events that happened in the tunnel have now come to light.
Ah, so that's the whole story.
Bravo!
Bravo! Ah, they're winning.
Now then, Lady
Lynette's
Farina,
winning.
do you wish to speak against the defense's statements?
Farina is losing.
Please answer the question, Lady Farina. Also, if I may add, the trial has not yet ended. As such, I request that the prosecution not leave the room before the proceedings have concluded.
Yeah, Farina.
What? Are you reading my mind now? No, I have no further arguments. I admit defeat. But really, could you at least have left me with some dignity?
Look at that! She's like a deflated balloon now.
If there are no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, I shall once again repeat the full sequence of events. The actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowell, selected his next victim from the audience reservation list. With some modifications to the selector, he could ensure that the pre-selected young
balloon,
woman
that's a
would be
hush
chosen.
pipe.
To cover up any evidence while committing
True.
Cowell thought of allowing the water tank to fall, which would conceal the water left behind after the young woman was dissolved. He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank to drop and hide the watermarks. He poured the water from the primordial sea into a balloon during the preparation of the magic box and stuck it to the box's lid. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman to said box. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting the balloon containing the water. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lillian was not from Fontaine and thus fled the box with a loud noise. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met Lillian. Thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect, he decided to proceed. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box, and thus became his own final victim. Lillian, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house.
Well, I guess she's also innocent in a part, in a way, but I mean, she's still a thief, though.
And was thus ignorant of these happenings. From this reconstruction of events, we can conclude that Lyney, the accused, is in fact innocent.
Innocence. Yay! My girls and my boys are innocent.
While there is much in Lyney and Lillian's conduct that should still be investigated separately, this case, at least, can be handed over to the Oratrice to make the final decision.
What are all these cops doing?
As such, Lyney and Lynette are officially declared
not guilty.
guilty.
Yay!
Great work, partners.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Let's not celebrate it just yet.
Next, I think we deserve an explanation, Guard Vaughn. How did you find the water from the primordial sea in Lyney's baggage?
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake, you know. Or was that not a discovery, but false evidence that you dared to bring before this court?
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was not Lyney, but you, yes?
Huh? Wait, it's him?
I'm sure you know what you must do to lessen your sentence.
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself a one-way ticket to Coupon Town.
To Coupon Town.
I was just following orders. We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Lyney, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui. The higher-ups said this was the best opportunity to do so.
And now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the water have been revealed, you have become a liability to said higher-ups, yes? Therefore, you would be wise to tell everything you know and seek the protection of the guards.
Yes, I'll tell you everything I know.
Awesome!
Our boss discovered that the water can cause people to dissolve. It can also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted, can cause people to experience unforgettable exhilaration. We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent more off it. The disappearances were also the boss's idea. I mean, this is the boss we're talking about.
No! No, what the no! Don't delete your evidence like that. Oh no. Oh my god, this is so dark.
And now he can no longer talk.
Such ruthlessness. I shouldn't have expected any less of them.
An outrageous act. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
Dun dun dun.
So, we're just going back now?
No, this problem seems to have been solved. No, we're not needed here anymore. Are we really? I guess, you know, San being San, he's gonna go help Rina, and her people sooner or later anyway. But well, I guess let's just go with that for now.
That's true, but
Traveler, Paimon, please wait.
I have nothing more to say to you. Like you both have a Tui, and I don't want to hear anything from y'all. But I love you too.
I know you may not want to speak to me right now. Maybe you don't even want to look at me. But still, let me thank you again for defending me to the end, even after you learned that I'm a member of the Fatui.
I just didn't wish to see anyone falsely accused. I just want to be sure we're square.
I guess. But regardless, I'd like the opportunity to set things straight.
Drabula never speak.
I didn't approach you with any ulterior motives or ill intent.
That's a whole
myself,
fact, actually.
Just plain Linny this entire time. As for why I'm a Fatus, it's because the goals of the House of the Hearth align with those of an orphan like me. That's all. That was how Father, who you might know as the Knave, approached recruiting us back then too.
the knave? The one who controls the House of the Hearth? She's your father?
That's right. And since we're here, I was wondering, would you mind hearing a story?
I would love to hear more about the Fatui. Come on, let me hear it.
Lynette and I were left wandering the streets. To survive, I took to surreptitiously observing an older street performer who did magic. It took me several days to figure out how he pulled off his amazing tricks. I took my sister through several streets until we found a crowded corner, and we began to perform magic tricks there. To my surprise, we proved to be pretty popular, and we could at least stop worrying about where our next meal would come from for a time. But I didn't want my sister to remain a street rat together with me forever. Before long, an aristocrat came to me and claimed that he wished to take us in after watching my performances.
So you went from orphans to nobility just like that?
That was how we felt at first too. As if fate was on our side and we could say goodbye to those painful days. But
well, you can complain all you
gradually
want. The
discovered
story
that
is still
while we were
great.
called foster children, he was really after my talent for magic tricks. He would constantly take me to all sorts of banquets to garner attention, which he would then use to expand his social circles.
That doesn't seem too bad either. Better than roaming the streets at any rate.
It took a while for me to realize just how dark his heart really was. After one particular performance at a banquet, I discovered that Lynette was not on the same return vehicle as me. I waited a long time after we returned home, but she did not come back. I went to that noble's bedroom and asked him about her whereabouts. The answer he gave me was, she caught the eye of the most eminent person at the banquet, so I sent her over as a gift. I mean, you'll be able to perform your magic regardless of who your assistant is, yes?
What the fuck?
Oh no. So he was gonna... But what
Human trafficking, that is criminal.
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to adoption or foster care, and they have their ways of escaping the eye of the law.
So what happened after that?
I managed to ferret out the location of the mansion of that so-called eminent person and hurried through the night. But by the time I leaped over the walls, avoided the guards, and made my way in, all I saw was the moonlit ground covered in blood, and the knave standing there in the darkness.
So, She'd already taken care of that guy.
That's right. She had rescued my sister before she could come to any harm, and had even discovered several girls hidden in a basement, all of them orphans.
That is just really unfortunate.
I mean, the knave might have seen something in me, and so she made me an offer. The House of the Hearth welcomes you, for your interests align with ours. Here, none will ever betray you. Indeed, betrayal shall never be permitted here. I was hesitant to trust her. I mean, I had just been betrayed by nobles. But she was also quick to destroy the noble who had taken us in at first, giving us back our freedom.
Oh, so that's how the two of you joined the House of the Hearth.
That's all in the past though. Danae is after the Gnosis, isn't she?
She has her own plans. She has gained permission from the Tsaritsa to first use the Gnosis' power once she obtains it. She plans to use it to find a way to break the prophecy and save Fontaine.
So, she believes in that prophecy too?
That's right. The whole House of the Hearth is currently working to combat that crisis.
Wait, really?
Today's case has also proven that people from Fontaine can indeed dissolve into some sort of water, thus further supporting the prophecy. All of us house members
hold the phone.
Lady
Wait a
Arlecchino
goddamn
herself
minute.
included, are from Fontaine.
You gotta
We
wait a
won't give up
goddamn
on
minute.
defending our
Gee. Someone from Fatui is working to help Fontaine? Excuse me? I'm speechless. Are they really trying to take all Gnosis just to help it? Or maybe it's just a fake lie to destroy more of the world? Right? Is that right? Hopefully. Because really, these two, Linnaeus and Lynette, are brutally innocent in every single way. And I love the twins. They are pretty much Gucci. Okay? They are pretty much Gucci.
To us orphans, the only connection we have left to this world, apart from our family, is our homeland.
So, from small deeds like distributing magic pockets to huge schemes like stealing a Gnosis, everything is aimed at dealing with that prophecy.
Distributing magic pockets, yeah, okay. I still can't completely trust you.
It's alright, I understand. The only thing I can do is relate all this to you. I just hope you can understand that even as a member of the House, I have never stopped making my own decisions, and that I believe what I'm doing is right. If you should need anything at all in the future, feel free to find me. I will do my best to help you, as plain Lyney.
Yes, please, I understand. Goodbye. Bye-bye for now, anyway.
Bye, Lyney!
Oh. Well, Sans kind of acting cold, which is really understandable because Fatui just literally, literally the Fatui and like the Abyss, take his sister away, I believe. Something like that, or maybe along the line, sister has nothing to do with Fatui, it's just like, we always find Fatui for some reason, so we kind of hate them. Whatever that is, let's just go and do whatever else thing we have to do. By the way, Nadia is so cute.
What was with
by
the
the way.
disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Were you looking for us, Navia?
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that we're getting closer to solving the serial disappearances case, though. Don't you think so, too?
I'm sorry, Navia.
Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
I'm in no part of this. Yep, I wasn't necessary looking into it. Yeah, I'm in no part of this, that's what I meant to say. But, toilet breaks. I'll be right back in a few seconds. I mean, a few minutes actually. I do need to take a break, something. I need my snacks. I'm gonna go my snack. I wish I have popcorns right now, but we don't actually. So I'll be right back in a few minutes. You guys also need to probably get some snacks or get some water, get some rest, tuck yourself in. Maybe if you're about to go to sleep, whatever time zones you're in. Yeah, or if you also need to go to the restroom, of course, feel free to do so. Don't stay here and keep up. So I'll be back. I'll be back. Nyanyame, nyanya, yunyaya.
Do no nya rabi? What? What is this? The nyaku nyaku. Inya nyaku. What is this, Lily? What is this? Nyanyahan. Nyayada. Nyanyaku. Nyarabete. Nyaya. Nyagara nyagame. What? Nyanya game. Trying to be goofy? Be an ape. Okay. I can't do this. I'm not doing this. me and trying to be goofy, right? Being ape. I'm not cooking for anyone. No. Please. Right. What was I gonna say on this consignment board? Right. Well, we'll put backup music. I cringed so hard on that line, but I did it. Just for you, Julie. That's for your redeem. I was lit. See? Oh god, oh god. Oh god. Molly, thank you for the wow. Not a lot of people use that. Meow, 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 meow. Who's Luca? Look at this! No! Wait! Why am I getting a this not joke? No! No! I thought it was a serious question. Okay, at the end of the stream. What? Before that? I completely forgot. Oh, you guys didn't see that! Wait, no, you didn't see that. I completely forgot about something. How can I make this into a moment stuff? I don't know how to make this into a moment thing. Oh my god. But after this thing, anybody can clip this. We hit 24-hour mark. Let's fucking go! You don't. I kind of want to make this into a moment thing, but like I don't know how to actually do this. So do you know how to like put it in a PNG?
I hate it when clips is lagging like that. Maybe I'll have to change it later. Alright, so welcome back everybody. Alright, gonna fix my sleep schedule so I'm head out now. Alright, Abdullah, I really appreciate you being here. And I hope you have a great sleep. Good night. Yeah, so where are we? Let's see. Nah, keep it high pitch level. I don't want to keep it. It sounds embarrassing.
Besides, are you sure we're the ones ones who can crack a case that's been cold for decades now? And given that there's new evidence from the trial, there should be a trail of breadcrumbs for the Hydro Archon's people to follow now, right?
Huh.
She looks disappointed.
Well, I won't lie. I'm a little shocked to hear that from you. But I suppose you are just travelers who have only arrived in Fontaine after all. Sorry.
I got myself some chocolate, by the way.
Don't say that, Navia.
Ah, and we were having so much fun investigating with you, too. It was like having new waters flowing into a stagnant mire, causing new hope to spring forth, and the reflection in the murk to become clearer.
Wait, don't let her manipulate you to doing the shit now.
I'm a bit prone to nostalgia. Don't mind me. Wait, shall we have a farewell meal? You know, to commemorate our time as partners?
Huh? Do we really need to get that formal? Well, guess you really did treat us as partners, huh?
Well, I'd just like to have a proper ending to every important memory. That way there are no regrets later. Anyway, it would just be a meal, so it shouldn't take up too much of your time.
Ah, God, I thought there was something filed from my I'm like a squirrel right now. I can't speak. It's one, but it's big. It's like one piece of chocolate.
You don't have to twist Paimon's arm. If Boss Navi is treating, count Paimon in.
Oh, wonderful.
Ah, that's good.
In
That
case,
was good.
Why don't we return to the Court of Fontaine and head to the Hotel de Boer? I believe we'll make it just in time for dinner.
All right then, let's have our farewell meal.
Yeah, Paimon really loves snacks, so of course we have some meal. Offering the Fontaine Lucines. Okay. It's Male. Why do we always add some sus quotes with it? Alright, how do I get back there? Oh, lucky. I have teleport. Yeah. Lucky I have teleport.
I came here several times with my father when I was little, but stopped eating here as often after growing up. I hope the food here will be to your taste.
Oh, don't worry. We haven't eaten at a hotel like this in a while. Paimon's
Time to go to work. Alright, Melly, thank you for looking.
In that case, I'll go order for us first. Please wait here a moment.
And then we hear some suspicious thing, and we do all kinds of water dissolving stuff.
Looks so good.
Oh, it did not.
People in Fontaine sure know how to enjoy life.
Why, of course. Go ahead, try whatever you like. If the food's good, I'll make a group reservation for the rest of Spina di Rosula next time.
And if it's not?
Well, then I'll still bring everyone. Albeit with only one dish per table.
You're a sure have your own way of doing things. Oh, we called this a farewell meal, but we could also treat it like a victory feast, right? We did just win that case after all.
Certainly was celebrating, yes.
Oh, true. Very true. In that case, boss, we'll have another 2 dishes.
Huh? Paimon didn't mean that you had to order even more food. Speaking of cases, do you think that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances will get caught soon now that this has all happened?
Well, we've certainly taken a big step forward, but I feel that's about it. We know that there's an organization that means to dissolve these young women, but we still don't know what they are really after.
If it hadn't happened right in front of us, Paimon wouldn't have ever believed that a person could be dissolved like that.
Right? Yet it was because this was such a preposterous notion that the investigation could never really
So
move
only
forward
Fontanian blood.
Ugh. If only that guy could have finished speaking. We were so close to hearing who was behind it.
In such investigations, even the smallest step can seem like a yawning chasm if the trail of clues is cut off. To be honest, I don't have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities might conduct. It's not that I don't have faith in their ability, it's just that a different perspective is required in some matters. It's easy to guard against and deceive a single narrow perspective. A shift in thinking is required at such times in order to produce a breakthrough. Which is exactly why the Spina di Rosula exist. Those highfalutin folk are not all-knowing. That's why we exist. To seep into the cracks where filth falls through, where their watch fails them. That's the kind of problems we solve.
Seems Paimon thought things were simpler than they actually are.
It's all right. Well, this was supposed to be a farewell meal, so I doubt you have further interest in this business, right? Let's talk about something else. Like, what are your future plans?
We want to ask Hydro Archon for some information.
That's true. We didn't have a chance to speak to her after the trial ended. It didn't really seem like the right time or place to do it anyway.
I see. So, your primary objective, which has been foiled so far, was to have a chat with the Hydro Archon. I've heard that there's a long line of people waiting to meet Lady Farina. I suspect you'll be waiting for quite a while, considering that you missed your chance today.
Yeah, we've heard that she's super popular here in Fontaine, and that it'll be tough getting any of her time.
Well, would you consider some more, unique ways? Perhaps even methods of, let's say, questionable legality?
Guess that's Spina di Rosula's boss for you. Chock full of sketchy ideas. Well, what did you have in mind?
Well, one way would be to infiltrate a performance troupe at the Opera House, only to abandon your act at the play's climax and ask to speak to her after the performance. I'm sure Lady Farina would be eager to see the ending, and would agree in order to finish watching the play. Don't you think?
Man, after the detective stuff, it's quite boring.
A little more practical.
Sad.
Seems pretty hard to pull off. We'd have to go learn how to act, and acting's really hard.
All right, here's another. Find a way to conceal yourselves under her bed. Then wake her up in the dead of night and demand answers. Don't let her go back to sleep until she answers all your questions. I can personally testify that this one works. When I'm sleepy, I'll do anything as long as I can finally get some sleep.
That might work, but that's not really the problem. The problem is we don't want to get ourselves arrested.
Valid point. I overlooked that part. I was just thinking about leveraging a person's desire for sleep.
How can you overlook something like that? Trespassing is
no more joking
illegal.
around. Perhaps you could... Oh, I don't know. Cut the line when she's on a break. You did defeat her in court, clearing citizens of hers from false accusations. False accusations she had nearly upheld personally.
I imagine that she feels quite ashamed about the whole thing.
You mean that if we catch her while she's on a break, she might be too embarrassed to refuse? Oh, that does make some sense.
It was a try, actually. Yeah.
Why don't we give it a try after this meal? You know, strike while the iron is hot and all.
Huh? Paimon, did you drink my Fanta?
Was this your drink? Sorry about that. Paimon wasn't really paying attention and the cup was right next to Paimon. Would you like to order another?
No, it's fine. We're just about done here.
Alright. Honestly, Paimon wouldn't recommend Fanta anyway. It tastes kinda salty and icky.
I have to agree. I never actually taste those.
Is that so? Huh. Well, in that case, we'll have to blacklist the Fanta here then. If we're all finished eating, then I'll go pay.
Yeah, we're stuffed. Thanks for the treat, Navia.
There's still cakes left and everything. I was just gonna ignore those.
Oh, so full. Paimon can barely float anymore.
You can try walking, you know.
Nah, that would be so normal. You know, like you.
Okay. As for expenses this month, we're left with...
Hey, Navia! What are you doing over there?
Oh, nothing. It was just a meal, you know? Nothing the Spina di Rosula can't cover.
She's Mona? Is she Mona again? Mona all over again, I guess.
Let's get ready to try to meet the Hydro Archon again. Bye, Navia!
So this is goodbye, huh? Well, if you do encounter any other trouble in Fontaine, you're always welcome to contact the Spina di Rosula. I'll give your requests the highest priority. In any case, I wish you smooth sailing. I'll see you again, partner.
See ya!
I mean, we haven't seen her at work yet, so definitely we're probably going to see her like in like a fighting scene or something. Maybe soon, probably, because like we'll clearly see a Geo vision on her, and she haven't like do any fighting stuff yet. And I would love to see that if there is one, of course. Should I do this events today? Cause like it said there's 2 days left and I haven't done anything yet. And I haven't even got Linnaeus, which is I don't have anything to get Linnaeus. It's so sad. I don't know how many times have I already got it? Have I already pulled? 60. Do I have 60 yet? I think. Oh! It was 55. Okay, let's make it 60 then. 1. I already have full Bennett, and that's 2. Alright, and that's 3. Make it 4. And then make it 5. Of course, there's nothing. But it is what it is. Okay, let's see. I thought I have enough of things already. Nice. What else do we have here? Guide to new stuff. I'll get the pull. Oh, there's still one more here. Nice. So I guess I'll do this off stream. I think various splendid landscape. Yeah, I'll just do this off stream because it's like If I don't have time today, of course, but we do have plenty of times today. So let's just do our main quest first and foremost at anything. And then we are going to... How do I get there? I'll just teleport here, maybe. And then... I don't want to touch the water right now because I might get myself dissolved. But I'm not a Fontanian, so I guess water is okay for me. Oh yeah, this is where the boss fight. Look at that. Look at the boss is so chilling. Dancing around. Oh wait, no, I used the wrong thing. Thank you. So we are here.
There aren't many people around anymore. Looks like that boat we took to Araneas might have been the last one.
Vacher.
Looks like we're back here again. Huh?
And we hear the same thing again.
Are you hearing voices again? Ugh. That's kinda spooky. Are you sure we don't want to come back in the morning?
Vacher? Vacher.
Hey!
Oh my god, excuse me.
Why are you still walking towards it? There might be something nasty in the water. Huh? Hang on. Paimon can kinda hear a voice. It's calling for Vacher, right? Hey, traveler! Stop walking! Come on, wake up!
Ah, here come the generic stay in consciousness again. Genshin really loves to do this thing, right? Consciousness and everything. Inside our mind.
Vacher, are you my dear Vacher? No, wait. You seem to be someone else. Do you know Vacher? Wait. Who am I? I'm very sorry. I fear I do not know. My memories feel like they have been washed away like a flood. So many fragments dissolved amidst the tide, never to be recovered. How much have I lost? How many things that I once held dear while on land have I since forgotten?
You are humans?
Yes, that is what I was once. But now, I am but the consciousness of one who has lost their form.
You lost your form, okay.
I do not know how I came to be like this either. I only vaguely remember being covered in light blue water, and then all grew dim.
Light blue water. Could it have been, could she be one of the girl who were dissolved?
I also remember going to many places. I loved adventure, loved exploring places of peril. No matter where I went, Vacher would go with me. I knew how dearly he loved me, and I also loved him equally as much. But now, we can no longer go back. The pain of such parting. I never knew how heavy it could be.
So, you need me to find him?
No. Our reunion no longer has any meaning. There is no way for us to create any new memories. The thought of me gives him no succor. So let it lie forgotten beneath the waters.
Then why you keep calling his name?
If you meet Vache,
Bruh.
tell him not to look for me. Tell him to move on. That is the only thing I still remember.
I believe it will be hard for him to forget you, of
Perhaps
course.
that is so. As I was submerged in the waters, losing consciousness, I saw Vache above the surface. His eyes were filled with such sorrow, such longing. If only I could have comforted him, told him that I did not suffer. Indeed, I had felt a great warmth.
Vache was witness the fact that you dissolve?
Is that what you call it? Dissolving? If anything, I consider it a form of release. It was a state of neither fear nor frenzy, with only an endless peace, like the water's still surface. I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water for the first time, and only then sees how they have lived for so long in a world of endless want and anxiety.
Same after the volley is dissolved, measuring consciousness still remain.
I think I hear your companion. It's time for you to go, I think.
That's right. I wonder how much time has passed in reality.
Farewell, then. I am glad that you were able to sense my presence. Remember, if you see Vache, tell him not to seek me out any longer.
Oh, another cutscene! What's going on? Wait, what? What the fudge? What's going on? Oh, she's fighting. Wait, she's actually really fighting. What the fuck? I just said it. What the fuck?
Demoiselle, look out!
She really just fighting? I thought I just said.
Dear God, it's a whole army of Gardamex.
That's interesting.
Chlorand?
Another Electro Mommy, let's go!
Quick, now's our chance!
Bang! Where are they coming from? I don't care where they come from, but this fight scene looks gorgeous. Look at that! Look at that! Enough support! Were they two friends before? I believe they were two friends, just one joined the army or something.
But before I do so, could you explain how you managed to show up here?
I followed you. It seemed to me that danger has followed you more closely as of late.
I believe that following someone without their knowledge is actually called stalking, is it not?
True.
Mr. Callus's last wish was for me to ensure your safety, and I will not betray his trust. He would do the same, were he alive today.
Do not speak of my father!
Sorry, Demoiselle. I was not strong enough.
Thank you for your aid, Miss Chlorand, but do keep an eye out for your manner of speech. I believe we all wish to avoid unnecessary emotional harm.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I did not consider your feelings.
Whatever. What else do you know? How did you come to the conclusion that I'd be in grave danger?
I doubt I know much more than you, but I believe that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances is very powerful. Your performance tonight will almost certainly attract their attention.
I'm sure they've known about me,
To be honest, I'm shocked it's taken them this long to act against me. And what about these Gardamex? I thought only those associated with the Maison Gardiennage could control them.
None of these mecha have serial numbers. I was sure to check a moment ago. They are not the ones used by the authorities to enforce the law. I can only conclude that some powerful or wealthy party must have obtained them via illegal means, deploying them as a private force of sorts.
What? Your point being that they're out of Spina di Rosula's league, then?
Yes. Be careful, and do not act rashly.
I will continue investigating no matter what. We will bring the truth to light. That's my father's true last wish. Regardless, thank you for your help today, Clorinde. But if you get any ideas, tell me first. I don't much appreciate being followed.
I do not think that they'll strike again anytime soon. So I shall stop following you. Good day, all.
Ayo. And we're just waking up though.
Right. I suppose that's the best news we've gotten today.
Demoiselle, I believe that Miss Clorinde was being sincere with you. If we tried, we could attempt to thaw relations a little.
I know, she's...
What happened?
Oh, thank goodness! Paimon thought we were done for! Those Gardamex came out of nowhere while you were unconscious, and Nadia and her gang saved us!
Okay.
Oh, and there was that champion duelist named Clorinde who came out to save us too! We got lucky there. Paimon probably couldn't have fought them off otherwise.
Yeah. So you're a fighter now, Paimon?
Oh, come now. Forget all that polite talk. That wasn't really a farewell meal we had back there. Not for me, anyway. In truth, I hope that every meal we have together shall be a victory feast. As such, we're still partners. There's no need to thank me.
It will take 50 years for me to match Demoiselle's magnanimity.
Oh my god.
If it were me, I would have joined the Spina di Rosula on account of her goodwill long ago.
All right, you two. That's enough.
Actually, Navia, how did you know that we were in danger? You sure did show up in the nick of time.
Well, to be honest, you're the one who tipped us off, Paimon.
Huh? Really? Paimon contributed somehow? Ooh, Paimon's even more amazing than she thought!
Yes, all thanks to you grabbing my drink by mistake. After we parted ways, I was on the way back to one of our bases when I suddenly thought of what you said. That the Fanta tasted kind of salty and icky.
I thought it tastes drink as well, but I couldn't be sure.
Fanta only comes in sweet flavors. So how could it have tasted salty? The color of the drink, if I recall, had also been a bit off.
So the Fanta had been spiked with water from the primordial sea?
Yes. So if you hadn't drunk that cup for me...
She would have
Spina di
died!
Rosula is preparing the grandest of awards for you as we speak for saving the boss.
Huh. Really?
Fortunately, Paimon Nero was a Fontaine. True. True.
I sent people to Hotel de Boer to investigate, but whoever did this left no trace at all. That's when I figured out that you might be in danger and hurried here as quickly as I could.
But why would they go after us too? All we did was defend Lyney in court and help clear his name. Ugh, now we're caught up in this mess too, aren't we?
I guess.
You did foil a plan that they were probably pretty proud of, and almost got their name in the process. Speaking of which, did anything strange happen when you drank the primordial seawater?
Well, it can't be a coincidence that the Traveler fainted just now. He said that he heard that voice calling for Vache again. Oh, and this time Paimon heard it too, but it was real faint. Does this situation have to do with the primordial seawater then?
The ability to hear the voice that has one's sensitivity to the hydro element.
Does that mean the primordial seawater seawater raises someone's sensitivity to hydro when it's used on people who are not from Fontaine?
That doesn't sound like too much of a bad thing, to be honest.
I also gained some new intel.
New intel? While you were out cold?
Well, let's hear it, shall we?
The whites of the Fontaine belong to the once missing woman.
Oh, that is important. Vache. That name doesn't ring a bell. I suppose he hasn't stepped forward as a witness in court lately. Since he saw that young woman dissolve, he was at least at the crime scene. But he never gave testimony or any information regarding people dissolving in the primordial seawater. Could he have been threatened?
If he's still alive, that means he is the that means he is the criminal.
Indeed. We will continue to investigate.
All right, partners.
Oh, you mean you'll help us investigate?
Well, you did say that our farewell meal didn't really count. That means we're still partners, right? And besides, we're in this now whether we like it or not. You're not gonna let those people who targeted us get off the hook so easily, are you, Traveler?
Messing with us will cost them. This will prove to be the biggest mistakes. Of course.
Demoiselle, do try not to look quite so pleased. You are the face of Spina di Rosula.
Oh my god.
You talk too much.
Hey.
Well, in that case, let's head back to one of our
She is
bases, shall we?
extremely
I'll arrange
pleased to walk
accommodations
with
for
us.
you. We also have some plans to go over, and hopefully we can deepen our bonds as partners. But we'll take that one step at a time, I guess.
Don't worry, you two. With us around, our base is definitely secure.
Alright, if that's what you said. We'll definitely go for another round of the story. Sad no more attorney stuff investigations, or else I would have been you know, or else I would have been nice. I really need to go get the thing here and there. Hold on.
I wonder where humans come from.
Teleporter. I need to find a teleporter. Dang, that looks nice in around this area. Found one. There you go. Perfect. Alright, so we're back here. Are we going up there? Oopsie!
It's right up ahead, but let's make sure we weren't followed first.
I've been keeping watch, Demoiselle. I haven't spotted anyone suspicious thus far.
Very good. But let's not let our guard down for now.
I shall find rooms for our respected guests.
Thank you, Malus. Now, let's continue, Traveler.
These two guards are very, very nice. You know, like, Shall we go in? Wait, no, we're not supposed to go in here, do we? Ooh, I almost dropped and died. Alright.
Scry the sky.
Shall we keep going down? Shall we keep going down? I can't tell really, cause I don't know. I honestly don't know if I'm in the right way or wrong way here. It looks like we're in the right way though. This one looks nice. This one looks like a steampunk something. It looks very cool. I'll keep that.
So, this is your base? It's not quite what Paimon imagined.
Your accommodations have been arranged. Under the present circumstances, I can confidently say it's the best we have.
Wait, so she's from the underground. No wonder she act quite tough a little bit out there. But her expense is limited, you know.
Well, our funds have been a little tight lately. After all, we don't allow illegal or unethical profiteering. In fact, our funds often come from citizenry who support us.
Seems like it's tough times for everyone. But if you have the support of the people, that does sound like it's worth it.
To be honest, our financial situation was a lot better back when my father was in charge a few years ago. I'm afraid I'm not quite his equal.
Your father... He was the previous boss of Spina di Rosula, right? How did he...
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me to explain.
No. I'll explain it myself. I suppose I couldn't run from this topic forever. And as partners, this is something I hope they can understand. My father's name is Callus. Yes, the same one they call Callus the Unfaithful in the streets.
Wait, really?
3 years ago, he was accused of murdering his own friend. But he chose a duel to defend his honor instead of standing trial. He died in the duelist's ring.
Oh no.
But I do not believe my father was a murderer. I'm sure he was set up. At the time, I believed that if he only stood trial and was duly investigated, something amiss would crop up and prove his innocence.
True!
But, strangely, he not only requested the duel himself, but rumor has it that even after being seriously injured, to the point where he could be deemed as having lost the duel, he refused to surrender, determined to die in the arena. 3 years later, I still don't understand why he did that.
I wouldn't have been understand too if he actually did that.
If anything, he gave up his chance to defend himself.
It does seem quite odd, yeah?
The closest piece of info I have is that my father had been investigating the serial disappearances case at the time of his death.
Ah, so that's why you're so determined to get to the bottom of that case.
That's right. I've also tried to investigate the murder my father was implicated in, but I haven't found a single new clue in my countless reviews of the investigation records. However, I believe that if the murder case is related to those behind the disappearances, they must know something. I must know what really happened. Was my father coerced? Framed? Even if he really did kill his friend, I must get to the truth. If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive. He even hid the fact that my mother died due to complications when giving birth to me. And now, here I am investigating his death. You really are a handful, aren't you, Papa?
Oh, it's alright. Well, it's for the sake of family. Things I do for love. You know, we're quite alike in this regard. True, we're quite alike because we've been traveling along through thick and thin just for our sisters.
Demoiselle, please, if there is anything I can do, anything at all.
I also will never believe that Master Callus murdered anyone. There are none whom I respect more than the two of you, Demoiselle. Master Callus did so much good in life, yet All it took was one murder case for him to be dubbed Callus the Unfaithful. Even our supporters decreased greatly due to that incident, hence our strained finances at present.
Wait, if Callus was such a good man, wouldn't people at least be a little suspicious when he was accused?
No. Perhaps people just revel in that kind of drama. It's not something exclusive to people from Fontaine, really. Everyone's like that. People love watching the evil turn over a new leaf, but they also enjoy watching good people fall into an abyss from one slip-up just as much.
But how could... never mind. If Callus was really falsely accused, we have to find the truth. He didn't deserve to have that happen to him.
There is one other thing. Master Callus's opponent in the duel was Ms. Clorand.
Oh, her? Well, then, isn't that as good as saying that she was the one who killed him?
No wonder the mood was a little strange between the two of you.
Yeah, that's not the sort of thing that you can just let go and move on from.
Ms. Clorand has always placed great emphasis on the honorable nature of the duel. If her opponent doesn't yield, she will not stop either. She knew Master Callus beforehand and greatly respected him, but seeing how he was resolute in the arena, there was only ever one choice she could have made.
It's not that I don't understand her at all, but I just can't deal with this yet.
Don't worry, Navia. Paimon knows how you feel. You don't have to force yourself to do that.
Afterward, Ms. Clorand told us that at the start of the duel, Master Callus requested that she ensure Demoiselle Navia's safety.
He intentioned to die in that duel.
Yes, that is our understanding as well.
Oh, Papa. What madness drove you to ask the person who killed you to take care of me? All right, anyway, that's the information I wanted to share with you. Even if it did sound like I was just complaining towards the end.
I understand how important this is to you. Yeah, that's what y'all said, but
You two should
I
go
know this
rest.
is like a sad
was
story
quite a
and all,
day
but
after
it's
all.
quite boring to me because I've heard this probably way too many
Please,
times. Probably
relax
because I
and get
do
some
watch
sleep.
a lot of
We will
detective
ensure
stuff.
you rest soundly.
Well, looks like this is the last one they have on their hotels and taverns and whatnot. This is more of a hotel, I think. Yeah, this does look more like a hotels and whatnot. I didn't know she'd be an underground peoples now.
Paimon slept so well. This place feels almost too safe. Huh? Navia? Where did the other two go?
I sent them back to Poisson. It's Spina de Rosula's place of
Poisson?
origin, and where we have our headquarters. There's not much for them to do here at the moment.
Paimon gets the feeling that you're just trying to get them off your back. But never mind that. When did you get back? Were you waiting here the whole time?
No, I just returned after going out for a while. I did some investigating yesterday regarding the name Vacher.
Wait, so you didn't sleep at all?
How could I after having such critical new evidence appear?
Guess Paimon wasn't speaking for everyone just now, huh?
Unfortunately, this name seems to have been wiped from existence. It doesn't seem to have a match anywhere. I suspect that those behind this have already taken steps to hinder an investigation from this angle. But that does prove that this Vacher person is a key witness in the incident.
Does that mean we're too late, though?
Well, I don't think that Vacher person has
There
died
is
yet.
one ray of hope. One place in Fontaine that they would find almost impossible to threaten. no matter how much they wanted to. And that is the archives kept by Chief Justice Neuvillette, a place where detailed files on all the cases in recent years are kept. If the Oceanette you
Ouch.
met is one of the young women who went missing recently, we should be able to find some related information there.
We get to see Neuvillette again.
Archive of case files? Whew.
Get to see the chief again. Let's go.
In that case, let's go talk to him, shall we? Aren't you coming along, Navia? Did you get tired?
No, it's nothing. Let's go see the Honorable Chief Justice.
I assume she doesn't get along with Neuvillette. That's how. So, yeah, that's gonna be a bit of a problem, in it. Let's see. And we're going down the road. Oh, it should have been. Yeah, I'm just too lazy to get back up. It's a lot of climbing, so yeah. No climbing, just running and gliding. That's better, I guess. I thought this is a theater. No? This is a court?
The place we're going is called the Palais Mermonia. The office of the Chief Justice is on the 4th floor.
Oh, okay. Palace Monia. And we chillax with our Zhongli here. Getting some camera effects here. Look at that. Stars camera effect. And we're here.
The palais is right up ahead. Come on.
Oh, so the thing is here. Nice. Let me open it. Yeet. Finally, I can find it. Oh my god, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of... okay. I only have one though. Alright. Iko.
Halt! Please state your business here. The Chief Justice is presently occupied with official matters. This place does look pretty heavily guarded. Guess that proves that Neuvillette's files are really secure.
Hey, don't you recognize us?
Huh? Who are you? Just to be clear, I don't care who you are or who you might be related to. Our rules make no exceptions.
Fair enough.
They've
Well,
got great
fair enough.
discipline too.
Yep. Paimon can tell. If you're here just to crack jokes, I can point you towards the exit. Unlike some, we're busy, so please leave if you don't have a reason to be here.
No. What I meant to say is, shouldn't you remember us from a few days ago? We were at the trial of the great magician Lyney.
Oh, yes, I remember. I read about it in the Steambird. You must be Lyney's attorneys. It's all coming back to me now.
We're here today to report and archive some information on a follow-up case.
Huh. Is that even a thing?
Of course. Don't worry. We're here on official business. You can trust us.
All right then, I'll let you through. The Chief Justice is just inside.
Thanks so much.
Of course. just trying to delete it. Chief
Please come in.
Justice? Hey, you? Hello? Hello, my beautiful man. Where have you been sitting? Oh my god, your chairs look enormous. Are you comfortable sitting in there?
Sorry to barge in, Monsieur Nervalet. We only lied to get in because we didn't know any other way.
It's all right. Please let me know how I may be of assistance to you.
So you're not mad at us?
We're looking for a man called Vacher. He may have been an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. If we can find him, we may be able to unearth some key information on the case.
Ah, I see. In that case, please wait here a moment while I browse through the files.
Yeah. Good minds.
Who knew that Nervalet would be so easy to talk to?
The clock's ticking.
Unfortunately, I'm quite certain that no one by the name of Vacher has been involved in any case, criminal or civil, in the past several years. There are no records of him either in the files or in my memory.
So we're back to square one.
Traveler, what if it was really just a dream?
Is that so? All right then. Thank you so much, Monsieur Neuvillette. We'll take our leave now.
Ahem. Miss Navia, I can understand how you feel. Your father, Callus, was a truly exceptional man. We deeply regret his passing.
Well, he's the one who's judged
Are
everything
you
after
trying to
all,
say,
so...
Monsieur Neuvillette? Are you trying to console me? Extend your sympathy? Or just express some tendril of regret? No. You are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your voice. There's no emotion behind your words. You only said those things because you felt like you should.
Is he?
It's just like last time. After my father took his place in the duelist ring, I pushed through the guards to talk to you as a last resort. You even told me then that you thought there was something fishy with the case, yet you still allowed the duel to go ahead. In your eyes, the value of a human life is nothing compared to those cold laws you hold so dear. If you truly regret my father's death, then why didn't you call a stop to the duel? Why didn't you give me the power
Of
to
course,
stop him from throwing his
yeah,
life
I
away?
may.
Why did you just let him die, despised and hated by all? Everything was hanging on a thread at that moment. Just the tiniest effort could have changed everything. There are still so many things I never got to tell him.
Yeah, I'm...
So many questions he still owes me answers
Hish.
to. If you really have no heart, then just look me in the eyes. I, Navia, will show you the true meaning of regret.
Story makes me sad. I wonder why. I mean, honestly,
My father
I met this kind of story a whole lot already, so I kind of feel like
and never say a word to anyone.
this is nothing new to me. I know her
much
story.
that
I
you can't
honestly,
feel,
her
but that
story
you
is
would
pretty
never
sad and all,
express
but
anything. Oh well.
sounds
In
a little
any
bit
case,
generic in my
everyone
points of
already
view, I
knows
guess.
full well the apathy of the Chief Justice.
Or maybe I
My
watched too
apologies
drama
for
lately.
taking my emotions out on you, Monsieur Chief Justice. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon.
Nah, probably because I watched or read too much drama lately that it's kinda nullifies my effects now.
Navia, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Excuse me for that motorcycle there. Yeah, you probably
Rain.
hear it. here and there.
It's raining.
You're right. Wasn't it still sunny when we went into the building? And there shouldn't be any active trials today. How strange.
Now that I think of it, on the day my father was convicted of murder, it was also raining.
Motorcycle.
What is it?
Yeah, it's always motorcycles around my house, so excuse me for that. Excuse for that. Did you think of something? Was he outside when it happened?
Yeah, he was outside. It was uncovered and the rain could fall there. Why? Do you think the rain could have affected the crime scene?
The water
That thought has
holds
occurred to us
the
before.
memory, so
We've even
you
expanded the
probably
search
be
area
able
try
to
account
meet
for
your
that.
father or something.
Didn't find anything of value.
But there was something you didn't know at that time.
Oh? Wait. You don't mean...
The fact that people can turn into water.
So you're saying that the true murderer could have been turned into water? And then got washed away with the rain? Yeah. And if that's what had happened, then no one would have believed your dad, even if he explained what he saw to the authorities.
I really think I found a true genius for a partner. You're completely right. How did I not connect the dots earlier? All right, let's go to Poisson. With this new lead in mind,
Poisson!
we'll get to the bottom of my father's case for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna make progress for sure this time.
Why
Do you wanna go with me
Poisson?
now, or do you want to head over by yourself later?
Why? It's just essentially mean fish. Let's go back to fish. Yeah, let's go. Nice. Yeah, should we go while the idea is still fresh?
Great. Let's go then.
Oh my god. And another one. Excuse me. We are here at Le Poisson. Is that right? Oh yeah, we're really here. Okay. Okay, I haven't been paying attention, but what Melly cow back in? Huh? Male cow bag screenshot is happening. What? That's confused me. But so far nothing. If you're talking about the story, we solved the case. Linne's won the case. So Linne plead not guilty, and plead not guilty. Not pleading. Linne is not guilty for anything, and
There's no need to be so surprised. While it may look like a ship, it's actually Spina di Rosula's headquarters.
Fancy way of saying bullshit.
Like this. Perhaps our taste in exterior design is the only thing we occasionally had in common. A gigantic and glamorous ship embodies discovery, opportunity, ambition, and conquest. It symbolizes Spina di Rosula's bright and limitless future.
I think I'm starting to get why you like it.
And Paimon thought you were bluffing when you said Spina di Rosula had a glorious past. Paimon was confused why a group with such a history would live in the sewers. But now that Paimon has seen this ship for herself, she's been convinced.
Well, Poisson is where Spina di Rosula began, after all. It's our main base, our home.
Yeah, Le Poisson. Yeah, alright. We're calling this fish just because it's on the ground. That's perfect. Well done.
Intel is just like pictures.
How do I get there? Through here? Oh, through the other way. Now we have to get onto the ship. How do we do that? Oh yeah, here. Alrighty, we are all here.
Melus, we're back!
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle, and our most important partners. You said before that you still had some business at the court. What brings you back to Poisson so quickly?
Well, at least he pronounced it right.
About that.
Poisson.
My partner here reminded me of something really important. You see, what if my father's case had something to do with water from the primordial sea? You still remember, right, Malus? On that night, it was raining?
Yes, the case was quite similar to that of Mr. Linney's. Both were what you'd call impossible murders.
Could a mastermind be the same person?
Could you tell us a bit more about what happened before?
Yeah, of course. Many years ago, something called synth began to gain popularity in Poisson. At a glance, it was a kind of drink that could excite your mood and produce many pleasant hallucinations.
Wait! Didn't that guard guy who turned into water also mention that the primordial water could be used to produce some kind of potion?
Yep.
Yes,
he said
did.
that.
Considering what we know now, it's almost certain that synth is created using water from the primordial sea. If you drink synth for an extended amount of time, you'll suffer many side effects, such as losing the ability to focus or control your emotions.
It's like drugs,
And if you were to
essentially.
stop drinking it completely, you'll experience flashes of paranoia and anxiety while lacking energy to do anything.
Yeah, it's
an
essentially
extremely
called
dangerous
drugs.
substance. As he oversaw Poisson, my father was compelled to put a stop to synth abuse and called for a complete ban of it.
Boss's uncompromising attitude incurred the synth vendor's wrath, but no matter how much they threatened or bribed him, he refused to yield. Not only that, Boss became determined to find the mastermind behind the synth operation and put an end to the problem once and for all.
Yes, but the enemy was very cunning. So he could never get anything out of the dealers, all of whom only sold the stuff and weren't privy to the rest of the operation. Recognizing that, my father decided to contact the dealers in secret and cultivate personal relationships with them. Finally, he was able to convince someone to become his informant. The man's name was Jacques. He felt greatly ashamed about his work after seeing many families destroyed by synth abuse. That night, my father hosted a banquet at his countryside estate. He planned to meet up and exchange information with Jacques over some food. But then, we heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard. We raced to the scene and found my father, still holding a gun, and Jacques, who was already dead on the ground.
Huh? How did that happen? Aren't they on the same side?
Sounds just like Lenny's case, doesn't it? In both cases, the culprit seemed obvious, but neither appeared to have any motive at all. Looking back on it, though, I now believe the most important clue was something we all overlooked at the time. There were pieces of clothing left at the scene.
So they could have belonged to someone who got the soul.
Precisely. It's all thanks to you that I made the connection now. Back then, we all just thought they were some costumes that Jacques used to disguise himself at the banquet. But, considering it now, it's almost certain that they belong to a third person at the scene. With one extra person, we'll also need to reconsider why the 2 shots were fired.
Maybe your father got into an argument with Jacques. That can also happen, and it's possible that a third person was to blame. Both of them could also be potentially happen, but we don't know for sure yet, so click whatever I have. Boop.
You're right. We still don't know what happened. But my intuition tells me that we're on the right track to figuring it all out. I'm finally headed towards the truth.
Jacques was an empathetic man who was infinitely remorseful for his past actions. It's unlikely that he turned on Boss with 0 warning. I think this third person is probably the key to the full truth. On that note, however, even though this will not please you, demoiselle, as your and your father's butler, I must still offer a word of warning. Our opponent is insidious and cruel. They are extremely difficult to deal with, and Boss has already lost his life trying to bring them to justice. Even though Spina de Rosula has lost most of its former glory, Poisson has welcomed a new time of peace, and we have been allowed to live out our lives. There is no need to follow your father's path. It would be both wise and in line with Boss's wishes to step back and give up on the case.
If that's indeed what he wished for, then he should have told me that himself. Was I not the closest person to him? And yet, I was the one most kept in the dark. What was the point of him dying without sharing any of the secrets he knew? Did he manage to protect anything in the end? Synth is still here. Callus the Unfaithful is still his epithet. And Spina di Rosula is barely getting by. Nothing has changed. Did he think I'd just accept his meaningless death and live out my life just as meaninglessly? I've never accepted that, ever. Not since that day, and certainly not now. I want to find out the real answer for everyone's sake. For the missing girls, for the victims, and for myself.
Navia.
This is indeed the best moment to act. Your partner appears to be quite reliable, and more importantly, Demoiselle, I think you're also ready to take this on.
So you do know something else, Malus?
Yes, I do. In fact, even before that banquet, Boss already knew of the connection between Synth and the serial disappearances case. But what drove all the tensions to the boiling point was the revelation that you, Demoiselle, had been selected as the next target to disappear.
What?
Boss also didn't tell you that he had been diagnosed with a rare illness. The doctors told him that he had no more than 5 years left to live. And the serial disappearances
Talk about
case
some
caused
cancer,
him
don't
great
we?
anxiety.
God damn.
5 years was nowhere near
Oop,
enough time
excuse
to
me.
resolve this long-standing conflict. But once he passed away, all the danger would pass on to you. Knowing all of this, he decided to use one final intimidation tactic before his death. He claimed to have already gotten his hands on some key incriminating evidence for the other side, and even told some members of Spina di Rosula about the details. But as long as you remained safe, he would not share the evidence with the public. If something were to happen to you, then he and all those he told would immediately expose all they knew about Synth and the disappeared victims.
Right, so nobody would be able to get off scot-free.
As we've seen, Boss's tactic has worked. Even though Boss has been gone for a long time, the other side has not tried to take Demoiselle's life.
No, I don't believe it. He never appeared to look sick to me.
No father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard, especially someone as proud as Boss. To him, dying in a duel and
Sage.
suffering lasting dishonor as the
Sage
unfaithful
moment. But I'm
still
too
far
sleepy right now.
preferable than
God
losing
damn.
face in front of his
Because of
daughter.
this such moment is kind of generic to me.
So he chose to die in silence, so that he could protect me.
I'm afraid you're not understanding this correctly, Demoiselle. What Boss wanted to hand to you was not a parasol, but a sword. If Boss's spirit could hear you telling me that you want to find the answer for the sake of everyone involved, I'm sure he'd be extremely proud.
That fool. Couldn't he have just given it to me straight? No. He might have set up everything precisely because he never thought I'd be able to understand him.
Alright, more crying, let's go.
He had in me. And what if I was never able to make it to where I am now?
I gave you the choice to live how you wanted.
Yeah. I suppose that's true. With the way he'd set things up, if I had wanted, I could have just lived out my life without a care in the world. But thankfully, he rarely talked to me about complex matters, and thus understood little of me as a person. In this case, he really didn't need to give me an easy way out. Malus, what was the key evidence that he shared with you?
It's the location where Synth is produced. Essentially, it's the enemy's headquarters. When he was threatening the enemy, Boss didn't share the specifics of the incriminating evidence he found. But if you want to use it against the enemy, you'll still have to take several things into consideration.
Why? If we know where the place is, can't we just go storming in?
You mustn't forget that we're fighting against a mysterious and dangerous organization that's been in operation for decades. There's no telling what might be lying in wait at their headquarters. We also have no idea what kind of evidence we may be able to find inside. Nor what people we may be able to capture. But a single visit to their headquarters would be tantamount to a formal declaration of war. The worst case would be that we leave empty-handed, but also open ourselves up to full retaliation.
Then, in that case, why not work with the Fontaine authorities?
Well, you saw one of them dissolve during Mr. Linney's case. We have no idea just how thoroughly they may have been infiltrated.
Huh. That's true. Seems my father really had no choice. But things are different now. It should be a lot easier to prove the other side's guilt, now that we've connected Synth with the disappearances case.
You sound like you've put a lot of thought into this, Malus.
I am the butler, after all. I live but to serve the boss and Demoiselle's will. I've always been willing to take on any kind of risk for your sake. But considering my relative lack of ability, I've spent my time keeping secrets, performing basic investigations, and waiting for the right time to come.
Thank you for all of that, Malus. Have you discovered anything new in the past few years?
Let me think. One conclusion I came to was that the enemy must be quite familiar with Spina di Rosula, or at least have an informant planted here. When I announced orders to the organization's members on Demoiselle's behalf, I used to deliberately keep a few people in the dark and observe the reactions of the synth vendors. If the vendors didn't change their plans, then the individuals informed of our orders must be innocent. If the vendors packed up and fled, however, then someone must have given them the news. After several rounds of testing and investigative tracing, I've narrowed the suspect list down to 3 people.
One of them is the other guy.
Florent, Spina di Rosula's senior advisor.
Huh? Florent?
Yes, surprising, isn't it? He was one of the people Boss trusted the most, which also means that he was someone who understood Boss really well. Thanks to his position within Boss's innermost circle, he always knew our upcoming plans and could thus avoid capture this whole time. There's someone else like him too. Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabrières.
Uncle Marcel.
What is this Confrérie?
It's a guild in Poisson. Boss helped it to grow to its current size and prominence. In the beginning, they were only reselling some daily goods, but now they're one of the richest guilds around, with a lot of business connections in the city.
So, they're like a sister organization of Spina di Rosula?
Yes, you can say that. When we were fighting against the synth dealers, they provided us with plenty of support. It's a bit difficult to imagine someone using their own money to hunt down themselves.
The final suspect is Thierry, the man responsible for coordinating information between Spina di Rosula and the guards. Although the guards mostly leave us to our own devices, there are still many activities we have to report to the local authorities. Since Thierry is always in the know about our current activities, he could theoretically always plan one step ahead.
True.
These are all people who I communicate with quite regularly. To think that the enemy we've been fighting against has been right next to me all along, among those I trust the most. It's almost too hard to believe.
If you want to investigate them, please take every precaution to not alert the quarry. Judging from our experience, the enemy is extremely cautious.
Of course. And thank you, Malus. You've provided us with a lot of great information.
You're too kind, my lady. I'm just doing my duty. And before I forget, proving Boss's innocence would also mean clearing him of blame in Jacques' death. After that incident, Jacques' wife and daughter were taken into the Spina's care. They still live in Poisson today. If it might help, you could also pay them a visit. I can make the necessary arrangements.
Oh, thank you so much, Malus. You really are the best.
A new case awaits, my dear partner.
I want to say something else. I want to sleep.
I hope we can work together to uncover the truth and end this case once and for all.
Huh? Turn on the light. Yeah, of course I turn on the light when if I don't face like how do you say? Like for example, if I just sleep and then wake up to the toilet or something, I won't open the light. But if I'm facing the computer right now and whatnot, yeah, my eyes don't get yeah, how you say, get used to the dark yet, so of course I need more light to like help me around. We've got more case stuff to do, but I don't like this case stuff because this family is kind of like, yeah. And I'm pretty dead sleepy because I.
Settled then. Please excuse
Honestly,
me,
I
and
couldn't
enjoy
sleep
your
last night
conversation
because
at your leisure.
I was
for
so
arranging
hyped in
everything for
trying
us,
to make some
Louis.
clothes. I end up sleeping at 6, staying up at the bed all day.
Excuse me, miss. Do you need anything from us?
Oh. Hey, Navia's all quiet. This isn't like her at all.
Let's not bother her for now.
I'm sorry that I only came to visit after all this time. After what happened, I didn't know how I was supposed to face the two of you.
Ah, if it's about that, there's no need to apologize. After my husband died, Spina di Rosula sent us a lot of mora and support. I understood your guilt and apology to be genuine.
But aren't all of those things nothing compared to the loss of Jacques? I can understand the kind of pain that comes with losing a father so needlessly.
You don't understand at all.
I didn't know how to face you, because I didn't know what I could possibly bring as a consolation gift. I know only the full truth could bring closure to you, and to all of us.
I'm sorry. I appreciate the sentiment, but you don't have to carry all that guilt. On the matter regarding my husband, my daughter and I have more or less found our answer already.
Would you mind sharing it with me? I really can't believe that my father could ever bring himself to shoot Jacques.
I always knew that my husband's money was earned through others' suffering. He told me countless times that if he could turn back the clock, he would never go into the synth business again. He had many regrets, and felt that he took the idea of providing for his family too literally. For the longest time, he thought Mora was everything. So when Mr. Callis came to him with a proposal, he accepted it almost immediately. He tried to be as careful as he could, but even so, he was still found out by the higher-ups.
They found out about his betrayal?
Papa didn't say that exactly, but Papa did tell me that I should never be ungrateful.
Before he left that day, he told me that he had no choice. It was only later that I realized it was his final farewell to the two of us.
Someone's ordered Jacques to take out Callis?
I don't know that for sure, but you could say that's the conclusion I eventually came to.
Ah, so those two kill each other because of that. Eh?
Callis had always taken great care of us, both when he was still alive and after he passed away. Even if he fired the shot that killed my husband, it was likely in self-defense. It is impossible for me to hate him for what he had done.
But Mama, why is Papa still the bad guy if he did the right thing? Papa always wanted to be a good man, so why did he have to do a bad thing in the end?
Well, things aren't always as they seem. You still feel like your Papa was a good man, right?
Yeah, Papa was a really good man. The best in the whole world.
I definitely need some sleep after this.
If
Holy.
a good man had to do a bad thing, then he must have had his reasons. Regardless of whether he left you a parasol or a sword. He must have done so to give you a better life.
Oh.
Thank you for everything you've told me. I will definitely find the truth. The current state of things is not something I'm willing to just sit back and accept.
Thank you. I'm very grateful to hear this from you. Even though your personality is quite different from your father's, your determination when you speak is really similar.
You really think so? That's the first time anyone said that to me.
Okay, we got some testimony. Kitty. And what else?
Are you okay, Navia?
I'm fine. Don't worry. Let's investigate the 3 suspects next. Florent should be nearby, and we should be able to find Thierry and Uncle Marcel in the city. I'll get myself together on the way, so please don't worry.
We're already here, my dear.
Greetings, boss. How may I be of assistance today?
I'm sure you've heard about what happened at the Opera House. Someone got turned into water right in front of us.
Yeah, I've heard. With something that dramatic, I'm sure journalists will milk it for all it's worth. And it'll be all the talk
I mean,
for the
that's
next
fair.
several weeks.
It also reminded me, on the day that the incident happened with my father, it was raining outside, and we found some clothes left at the scene. After my partner here put the dots together for me, I feel like we should try to reopen his case. Can you do me a favor and try to recall what happened that night?
Let me think. Mr. Callis was feeling pretty upbeat that day. So he was drinking and bantering away with us at the table. After that, he told us that he wanted to go get some fresh air. So we let him go without thinking much of it. Who knew that we would hear 2 gunshots ring out right after? My first reaction was that Mr. Callis's life was in danger. So I grabbed my holster and made a mad dash toward the scene. But when I got there, it was already too late. Mr. Callis was standing over a dead body with a gun in his hands. All we could do was look back and forth at each other, not knowing what to say.
So you also remember 2 gunshots then?
Indeed. The guard said that the first shot didn't hit anyone, while the second killed Jacques. But I've never really bought that explanation. Reason being, Mr. Callis had left his gun on the table. I even made sure to confirm that before running to the scene. But according to the guards, that doesn't mean he couldn't have had other guns on his person. About the clothes left at the scene that you mentioned, do you think there was a 3rd person there who was turned into water?
It's very possible.
At least from our perspective, my father had no reason to kill. So he would also have no reason to bring an extra gun with him. The gun he was holding probably belonged to Jacques, or a 3rd person on the scene.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So you're saying Mr. Callis ended up with the gun because he seized it from one of the other guys? But hold on. If that's what had happened, then why didn't he share the truth with any of us? He didn't even want to face the Oratrice machine, and chose instead to prove his honor in a duel. Did he lose all faith in the courts after seeing someone dissolve right in front of his eyes?
About that, Malus told me a thing or two. So, I think I can understand why he committed to the duel. I'll tell you everything once the whole truth has been revealed.
I understand. Then I'll leave Mr. Callus's honor in your hands, boss. And if I may just say one more thing. The whole Callus the Unfaithful epithet has been a thorn in my side since the day it was invented. Many people have laughed at me for still calling him Mr. Callus, even after so many years have passed. But it was Mr. Callus's trust that allowed me to rise through the ranks of Spina di Rosula and live the life I lead today. No matter what others might say, he'll always be the man I respect the most. And he'll always be my boss.
Don't worry. I will definitely find the truth. You and all our other comrades at the Spina deserve to know the truth as well.
Just stopping by for I'm gonna go to sleep. Have a great stream. Take care, y'all. I missed the whole lot. Thank you for dropping by. I was about to end the stream anyway because I'm so sleepy right now. I honestly didn't sleep at all last night, so I end up stay until in the late the morning. Oh, it's Ningguang. Wait, it's Ningguang birthday today. Nice. Birthday, Ningguang. Ningguang birthday. Yeah, so I'm going to sleep now. And Chaos, are you still here? If you're still here, we'll definitely go into Raids and Drea, just like you wanted. I'll do this quest tomorrow, and probably this quest tomorrow. And these tests later in the future. I don't know when will it. Yeah, and then that's probably it. Hold up. There you go. Let's just go to her because she's the most quiet one. But yeah, anyway, Chaos, are you here? In about 1 or 2 minutes, if you're not here, then I'll just end the stream for today. I'm keeping you guys. That's it. But yeah, well, today is quite fun, honestly. I really love the investigation part and all, but like, the story for Navia is a little bit boring, to be honest. I don't know how to explain it. Or maybe, I know it's good. Okay, I know it's good, alright? But I just don't... Yeah, I feel like I don't beat, to the story anymore. Because, like, the story is kind of a little bit boring, honestly, on Navia on my side. Cause I heard those type of story about their father and their family, rather die, to the justice, like rather die to the justice, than, whatever, accused for being wrongdoing and whatnot, right? It's just something that is plain to me, but yeah. So it seems like Chaos is not here, so I'm not going to raid today. Thank you guys so much for coming, and like, yeah, enjoy our investigation. I will definitely continue tomorrow. Yeah, I'm doing no raids today, cause like if I'm about to do raid, I'm probably going to stay a while at the raids and then to see that person, if they are good, if they are good streamer, if I enjoy them, of course I give them a follow. Usually I do that. Because I am too tired today, so I'm not raiding. I'm keeping you guys to myself today. No running everywhere, my soldiers. You guys are with me now. But yeah, that's also how I get to know a lot of other VTuber as well. It's not like we are acquaintance or not. I just enjoy their views at some points. But anyway, I've been off now. I'll see you guys on my next stream. Again, my schedule is completely effed up lately, but I will try to fix it. And having a proper schedule in the future, hopefully in the near futures when I'm settled. I'll do my best on that too. But yeah. Have a great night, great day, great time zone wherever you guys are. So bye bye.